Hey everyone, it's Boozor here. We're just doing another coaching session today. I'm here with IMainsniperz, and we're going to be doing a coaching session. And so, snipers, feel free to give a quick intro about yourself, your average, how you've been doing this meta, you hope to achieve, and what are you good and not so good at, and yeah.
Uh, sure. So I play a decent amount of Arena. I took a break for a few days these past few days, but I'm gonna get back into it. Obviously, my gold is not very high. Uh, I like to think it's due to the mass of runs I play, but it's also probably partially due to skill, I am sure. Um, I don't feel confident that I'm an infinite player, but I like to think that I'm pretty close. I keep track of my stats somewhat. I haven't had a solid 30 yet this expansion, but I've had some good like 15 run averages over 7,
Hmm.
um, but no 30s over 7 yet. So that's definitely the goal.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I mean, I play a lot, so I want to make sure that I can continue playing
Hmm.
without having to
Right on.
spend money. Yeah.
So you're probably pretty close. You're probably like a 6 win player, probably losing a little bit of gold per run, and then due to the sheer amount of runs that you do, the gold kind of adds up. So
Yeah, basically, yep.
yeah, I can see that. Okay, no problem. We'll try to work on things today. So right now we got the three choices. Right now are Hunter, Paladin, Warrior. Based on HS replay, Paladin is the best, but it's not too far off from Hunter, and Warrior is one of the bottom feeder classes. So not the best classes, but definitely three classes that will test our ability today. So I'm not sure which one you want to work on, or which one do you feel more confident with, or how you want to
Uh,
approach this.
so I just came off a 12 with Warrior, but it felt terrible playing. Um, it just felt weak, even though the deck was fairly strong. So I don't know that I really want to challenge us that much. Um, I, I mean, I'm sort of okay with either Hunter or Paladin. I probably, if I was just doing this not coaching session wise, I would just choose Paladin. Uh, Purely because I've had greater success with it so far this meta.
Okay. I am okay with either one. It's gonna be like they're both gonna be kind of like different playstyle wise, but it's gonna be whichever one that you prefer. So I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Okay. I think I'll go for Paladin, I guess.
Okay, Paladin it is. So the big thing with Paladin right now is that they have really good onboard cards. So basically cards like Blessing of Authority, obviously insane, and then Braggot, which is 2 mana 1/1, which is another card that really capitalizes on being on the board with big stuff. Like they have small early game stuff like First Day of School, which is actually really good. So it's an interesting class. It doesn't really have the value to keep up with, obviously, Priest and Mage and stuff, but it does have some explosive power to really like lock away opponents right away. But I mean, even with that super strong like power, they are still pretty weak because Mage and Priest can kind of hold them off. Like they have ways to deal with big things pretty cheaply. So Paladin's in a kind of a weird spot where if they can't win early-ish, they won't be able to win late-ish. So it's kind of what's happening right now with Paladin. So we'll try to. I think with Paladin, you probably want to win early, as opposed to trying to challenge like a later value deck. So we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I've had two successful paladins. One of them was just pretty straightforward, more aggressive paladin, and that one went 12. And then the other one was just a 10 win, more controlling paladin. And I just found as I got to higher wins, it was just really difficult to keep up because the value was just so insane from other classes.
Yeah, exactly. It's for sure. Okay, so we'll let you go through the first pick. We'll let you go through the pick, and then I'll provide my reasoning as well. So I'll be using HS Replay as a statistical reference. Do you use Hearthstone at all, or?
I don't use any like assistive programs. I do use HS Replay when I'm really having difficulty. I check win rates, which obviously you have to take with a grain of salt, but I
Exactly.
do
Yeah.
look at win rates.
Okay, sure thing. So on this pick,
Yeah,
you like?
so I think I like Shotbot and First Day School, but as I've played Paladin, I've just been so impressed by First Day of School. I haven't really had a scenario where I'm super upset to play it. It's a good spell burst trigger. It helps you curve out early, and sometimes you hit like Wand Maker or Pharaoh Cat, and you're just like really, really happy. And I mean, Shotbot's a great tool also, but I would probably take First Day.
Yeah, first day is for sure one of the super good flexible cards for Paladin. You addressed a lot of good points about it. Good spell burst trigger as well. Um, good turn one. I in recent metas, Shotbot actually is not as good as it used to be. So it's definitely starting to age out a little bit, and other cards are catching up with cards like Shotbot. So it's still a good 2-drop, but first day of school gives you a little bit of flexibility, and there's some really good 1-drops available in this meta. So like Aug Merchants, so you get 2 Aug Merchants for first day of school. That's already really good. Some of the imprisoned cards are really good. Obviously, like Wand Thief, Psychic Conjurer, cards like that that kind of just generate value. So it's a lot of card value for a 0 mana card. So I agree. Definitely first day of school.
So here's a pretty lackluster pick. Um, Personally, I don't like Chimera. I think I'm last on Chimera here. Uh, just with my experience with the card has been pretty weak. It just feels like it dies without, like it has the poison and can't be targeted tag, which you would think can maybe get you some like value trades up. But I always feel like the 1 health with all the Aug merchants and pings and stuff, it just sort of gets pinged down. Um, Between Tidehunter and Warlord, uh, I probably honestly lean Warlord. Um, Maybe that's me thinking I just want a meaty guy. Tidehunter's also fine because it's okay stats. It sort of spreads you wider on the board early. And Paladin, and if we want to go a more aggressive Paladin, I could see Tidehunter too.
Um, I totally agree with the Chimera. It's very underwhelming. I rarely pick this card in this meta. Um, so I would put it definitely third place here, and it's a very close 2-drop versus 5-drop. Both cards are probably pretty similar in terms of cards that you kind of want for Paladin. I mean, one benefits off spread and one spreads for you, and also random Murloc synergies in a class that has Murloc synergies. Um, so personally, I would probably look at this as like, hey, here's a 2-drop in a class that really wants 2-drops versus here's a 5-drop that has no initiative. So I would probably lean towards the Tidehunter just because it covers like an early game card, which this class definitely needs, and pass on the 5-drop that you can probably fill in with other 5-drops later on as well. So it's kind of like a situation where if you got this 5-drop early and then you start getting getting pigeonholed into taking 5-drops later, and then all of a sudden you have like 5-5-drops, but then you're low on 2-drops, you don't really want to be in that spot. Whereas if you had 5 2-drops later, you can kind of substitute for other late game cards, and you're not too sad with 5 2-drops for Paladin, right? So that's kind of the way I would look at it, how to tie break between the two. Even though both are pretty good for this class, or similarly good. So I would go with the Tide Hunter here.
So there's no real card that I'm like super ruling out. I think the weakest card is probably the Inventor, just because it's stat-wise the weakest. I don't hate draw in Paladin because you tend to not have the biggest of cards, so you can run out of cards if you don't manage your resources well, but it's also just not really that powerful of a card. Proud Defender's okay. I like it better in classes where you're off the board and this is your only minion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Stranglethorn's just kind of a solid body. Uh, I probably would feel bad taking Stranglethorn here if we had taken the 5-drop last pick.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I would definitely take the Tiger here.
Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I would think too. Inventor used to be kind of like you're kind of happy with it. Used to be like a little bit above average, but nowadays it's like you're giving up quite a bit of stats to draw the card. So it's definitely hasn't aged too well. So Inventor hasn't been. It's probably average slash slightly below average nowadays. Defender, same. I agree with your analysis. It's better than an off-board class where it's often a 4/6. In Paladin, it's often a 2/6. I'm totally happy with the Tiger. It's stealth. You can buff it and trade. It's hard to interact with. So cards like Tiger, I think, are perfectly fine. And I do agree that if we took the 5-drop, the last pick, we would feel a little bit bad about taking the Tiger here. So it kind of goes back to what I was just saying, where you kind of get locked into like taking higher mana cards. Like you want to take the smaller card earlier if they're close.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I'm okay with the Tiger here. So far, these picks are kind of mediocre-ish. I mean, first day of school is great, but the next 2 cards have been kind of average. So we're looking for some more powerhouse cards, right?
Yeah, some blessings or
Mm-hmm.
Hand of a Doll, stuff like that. I mean, here it's between Ritualist and Truth Seeker for me. Um, I don't know which one I prefer. Um, I love Ritualist. It's good. Early game is just a River Croc. Well, not good early game, but it's okay on 2. And its effect can be useful later in the game, especially in a class that buffs minions and stuff. You can have some big boys. But Truth Seeker is also insane. Like, 0 mana Libram is really, really strong. The 2 mana one. And 4/6 Taunt for 5 is also pretty good stats. So, I don't know what you would think here.
I'm kind of on the same boat with Ritualist and Truth Seeker. Like, I agree that both are pretty good and they have like ups and downs. I think the Truth Seeker is a little bit underwhelming sometimes, just because like 5 mana 4/6 taunt is seemingly solid maybe like 2 years ago, but nowadays it's not really anything too insane. Um, Also the Libram synergy I think is pretty like
Yeah,
yeah,
it's fringe, right? You
yeah,
gotta
it's
hit
pretty
it.
fringe, yeah, so I don't give that too much credit. I think the Ritualist, I mean, you don't really need to extract, you don't have to reach too hard to make it work. It's still a playable 2-drop. And like you said, like cards that get buffed, get traded in, lose a bit of health, you can fill it back up pretty easily with Ritualist. I think I would probably go with the Ritualist. Again, just having 2 5-drops within the first 4 picks do feel a little bit bad, and they're not like particularly 5-drops that you're like super must-have kind of 5-drops. So I think I'm probably still okay with the Ritualist here. I wouldn't consider, and of course, I wouldn't consider Blessing of Might. So personally, I'd go Ritualist.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Hmm.
we've gotten some interesting picks so far.
Hmm.
I hate Henchman. Uh, I will never play this card because it is always sleeping when I'm playing it. Um, I mean, Get Down is okay. I actually like Wave of Apathy. I like it more in Priest, but I haven't been super sad when I've played it in Paladin. Um, it can be beneficial for trading.
Hmm.
Like if you get ahead on board, you can maybe eat something like a 5-drop or a 6-drop or something for very minimal stats on your own minions. For 1 mana too, and Noble Sacrifice just hasn't felt great for me.
Hmm. I think it's kind of close. I don't like Paladin Secrets generally, but I'd probably agree that I would pass on Henchman here. I'm totally a apathy, wave of apathy fan as well. Obviously, it's better than Priest, but in Paladin trading class, it still can be very good. Um, I like that apathy is more of a card you can control, whereas Noble Sacrifice, like, you can control it to an extent, but ultimately your opponent controls what happens with Noble Sacrifice. So I do like the card that you can control a little bit more. So I would probably go with the apathy here. It's kind of like humility, which is totally like a draftable card for Paladin, except it's like a board wide humility. It's obviously only one turn, but it does span their turn as well, which is relevant. So I'm gonna go with the wave of apathy as well here. So it's not a insane pick. So far these cards have not been insane, but we'll see what we can do. Picking the best card here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, First Day of School is by far our best
Yeah,
card.
by far.
Um, I mean, this is very easy Corruptor for me.
Yeah, very easy. Corruptor is insane in classes that can generate the token. So
Um, I mean, uh, I don't hate Rager, but we don't really have like Vile Fiends or anything that's gonna be good health-wise. Um, Stormpike Commando's fine, but we already. I mean, Faceless Cryptor's kind of a 5, it's also kind of a 7. Um, but I don't like, sort of, by what you were saying, I don't want to get too deep into 5s early.
mm-hmm.
And Mad Bomber's okay, although I like it probably in Paladin the least because it will kill your own hero power if you're later in the game,
Mm-hmm.
potentially, so. It's between Stormpike Commando and Bomber for me, and I think I lean Bomber.
Uh, I feel like all three of these are pretty close. Probably wouldn't go with the commando here. It's too average, and it's too expensive as well. Um, Especially with two other 5-drops already. I think I'd be kind of sad taking the bomber again, like you said, in a class that it's anti-synergistic with your hero power, and occasionally it's not that good. But I mean, for a class with no ping, bomber can be pretty clutch. So I think I'd probably go with the bomber. I would consider the rager as well, but right now we don't look like we really have a deck for rager. But I mean that can change. But I think I'll be okay with the bomber here as well. But I think all three of these are pretty close. Yeah, I think that's fine. Also, a smaller drop, it kind of works with like corruptor. So it's yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't want to get too light, so I'm kind of nervous about the Tolvier. I think out of these 3 cards, I mean, I'm kind of close on all these. Like, it's Tolvier's an average 2/3 most of the time with slight heal synergy. I mean, we have a Ritualist, Warden's stats for the price, right? It's just a 4/7 taunt for 6. I don't hate Blessing of Wisdom. just as sort of a cycle slash potential draw mechanic. Um, I hmm, I think I don't know. I'm nervous about ending up too light,
Too small, yeah, totally.
so I'm sort of between Blessing and Violet Warden here. I don't know what you think about those.
I think all three cards are, yeah, as you said, like there's definitely merit. I don't think we need to worry about being too light right away. Also, draw in a deck that's light is not very good because each one of your draws are going to be light. The Blessing of Wisdom, I mean, it's decent. Sometimes I like it, but I think I would like one of the minions here. Just because they're decent minions, and you can still afford like a 2-drop, and you don't have a 6-drop, so you can definitely afford a 6-drop. Although I'd probably not be as happy with the 6-drop, just because there's so many good 6-drops, and this is definitely like an average, below average 6-drop in Paladin, because the spell power does nothing, and it's a 6 mana 4/7 taunt. So beyond that, it doesn't really do that much. Tolvir, it does have synergy with the Ritualist. The taunt can be valuable. So I think, to me, I'd probably still edge towards the Tolvir a little bit. It is a little bit. It's another mediocre 2-drop added to your bunch of mediocre 2-drops, which kind of suck. So I'm not a huge fan of that. So I think it's Tolvir versus Warden. I'd probably edge slightly towards Tolvir, although I can see going Warden as well. I think initially you liked Warden, and I think this one I'm probably okay with the Warden too. So I don't know. I feel like I'd leave it up to you. I think if I was drafting this myself, I'd probably take Tolvir, just on the basis that it's a better card for its mana cost compared to Warden. We do have Never set Ritualist, so you can play Tolvir and then turn 3 Ritualist for a 2/6. But I mean, like, it's pretty fringe. So I think we can go either one here.
I think I think your talk about the sixes sort of swayed me because there are a lot of really good sixes. Scribe, the dragon that summons the 3/4, the 4/9 Judicious Junior's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's quite a few sixes that are better than this by a large margin. So I think I'm okay with this over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of good 6s right now, so
Finally, a good card.
finally.
I mean, True Silver is great. It's a really good weapon. Silverhand's stats, but True Silver's just really good.
Yep, definitely, I agree. Yikes.
This draft is not going well. I mean, we just look pretty average right now. I think Conjured Mirage is fringely playable in like Mage and Priest,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's ever the pick here. Guardian of Kings 6 health used to be a thing. Like, this card used to be pickable in Paladin,
Yeah.
but I think it's probably terrible at this point, just because the stats are so terrible for the price and it generates no value.
Yep.
So I think we just take the slightly overstated minion.
Yeah, I agree. The yeah, Mirage not playable, and Guardian of Kings, it probably should cost 6 mana at this point to be average. 7 mana is just awful. So it's a 5-cost body with the and you're overpaying for 6 health, untargetable. So it's no good anymore. Mercenary is fine. It's going to be bad in this deck because we have minions, a lot of them so far. So we're gonna. I mean, it can be a late game bomb, right? If your deck gets too light, you just dump your hand. Mercenary comes out last, and then it could be a nice threat. So it's decent. I don't think it's as bad as some people think it is, but it's not super strong for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Venture Co. I think it's,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's overstated, so you get a good price for stats, but its effect can definitely harm decks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, I like Zealot a lot, but I don't think I'm gonna pass a Bronze Explorer because Paladin has like no discover mechanics. I think this and Steward are like two are the only discover mechanics.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of discover or generation or value, so it's very easy explorer. I'm not a huge fan of the Zealot. I pick it once in a while. It's never really performed super well. Sometimes you get lucky, hide it behind a taunt, and it deals a lot of damage. But okay, usually it's just a one mana must kill, I guess, which is still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Bronze Explorer is just on another level. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, I'll take the Saboteur as a spider tank with slight upside.
Super fine with that. It's a good one of the better spider tank versions. It actually gets hard countered by tour guide in this meta, but it's still a super solid one, and it beats up demon hunters, hero power really good. So
I
mm.
mean, yeah, I'll take another Explorer here for sure.
You
I
want
like Sneaky Delinquent a lot,
I
but not over an Explorer.
you like I like all three of these. Obviously, you want all three of them, but I think I mean you're not gonna pass an explorer here, unfortunately for delinquent. I love delinquent too, um, but yeah, I think for us the explorer it's gonna be good. Our deck doesn't have a lot of value either, so getting some extra stuff would be good. I think I would take delinquent over shotbot even if the explorer was in here. So I really like delinquent, but.
Yeah, my experience with Delinquent has been great.
Mhm.
Um, we have, I mean, we have two dragons, but I don't really like Wing Commander. Um, Abusive Sergeant used to be a 2-1, and then it was better. I don't know how good it is now. Uh, I think Shield of Honor's probably at its best in our kind of deck, but still a terrible card in my opinion. I would probably be Sergeant then Honor than Wing Commander here.
Yeah, I probably agree. I'm not a huge fan of Wing Commander either, even with a couple of dragons in our hand. I'm okay with Shield or Abusive. I think, obviously, Sergeant would be more easily playable, whereas Shield has higher impact. I might go for the higher impact card, just because our deck does kind of look vanilla-y, not super good. It does have synergy with the injured Tolvir randomly, so and Shield of Honor does work well with I guess Ventrico because Sergeant is a minion and Shield is a spell. So there's some stuff you can consider there. Um, I think personally I'd probably go the Shield. Random spell burst energy also, higher upside, better traits and stuff, but I think both cards are pretty close, but I would probably go with the shield here.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty similar effects.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't get the Divine Shield, but I
Mhm.
think I'm okay with Shield here too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Um, I mean, we have 4 2 drops. I I don't really want to take a fifth 2 drop. I don't hate Hand of Protection. Uh, Obviously, when your deck is really small and your minions can't one-shot something, it's probably not going to do a lot of work. Uh, but if you put it on like a Ventrico or a Tiger or something and eat their 4 drop or 5 drop, it's a pretty good bang for its buck. So I think I'd go Hand of Protection over the Servant here.
Yeah, I think all three are pretty close. I think if this was like first pick, I'd probably go with probably the 2 drop. But yeah, we have four kind of mediocre-ish, average-ish 2 drops. Like they're not premium for sure. Um, I'm okay with hand. I feel like hand blessing. I mean, we don't have a lot of ways to give like hand ability. Like we don't have like Ardent Protector, we don't have Aug Merchant. So having a card that helps trade ups is kind of nice. We do have Wave of Apathy, so it's kind of close. So it's like, do you want like that's kind of why like I'm leaning away from Hand of Protection a little bit towards like Blessing of Might, because at least Blessing of Might could be Reach, it could be like a lifesteal boost for Bronze Explorer. It could be like Corruptor, like trying to trade up and stuff. So it's like I feel like Blessing might be a little bit better in terms of just versatility. It's also good for reach if you have like a bad deck, you want to close out games faster instead of trading and stuff. But and we already have like one card that kind of does similar to what a Hand of Protection does, which is like keep a minion alive during a trade. So and you're probably gonna pick like Ardent Protectors and Aug Merchants, so it feels like Blessing might be a little bit better. So I would probably consider that over Hand here.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about our deck just doesn't really have big stuff too that Hand's great with. Like our biggest thing is Ventrico and then Tiger and then like Corruptor, and Corruptor's a 4/4.
Right.
So like we might trade our 1/1 as a 4/1 and get some tempo or go Fates or something. So I think I
Right.
like Blessing might actually probably
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, I think so. Even just for reach to close games, because this deck doesn't have super powerful stuff.
Um, well, here's an Aug Merchant. Hand of a Doll is so good. I've been so impressed by this card. Um, like first day of school into Hand of a Doll can like push an opponent out of the game like really fast. Um, but I also think Aug Merchant is great, although sort of by the merit of passing the Divine Shield last pick, I think we could probably take Hand here over the Aug for a similar reason that we don't really have great targets for the Divine Shield.
Mm-hmm. Um.
Although it is great as a ping, because Paladin does not have pings, and we have
Mm-hmm.
Bomber as our only ping.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I would ever pass a Hand of a Doll for a Guardian. I just think it's just a lot of a card in one card. Even though, like I said, card draw in our deck is not worth that much because some of our draws are super bad. Um, but it's I think it's a little bit too good. The Aug Merchant you almost never play on turn one, so it's a little bit not really a one drop, and there's not really too many good hits for the Aug Merchant in our deck, like for trade ups. So it's more valuable to have the +2 attack than it is to have a Divine Shield to trade up, I think. So I'm probably going to jump on the Adol here. We have a lot of minions, so the hits on them will be easier. So I think having the mix of a spell instead of a minion buff, like a spell buff instead of a minion buff with a deck mostly minions, makes more sense to me. And obviously Adol is one of the best buffs in the class, so pretty happy with it here.
Well, we're back to mediocre cards now.
Yeah.
We have just the 4/2s. I think I want Frost Elemental here. Like, Bloodfin Raptor's a Bloodfin Raptor, like, it's okay on 2.
Mm-hmm.
Goblin Guide's understated on 3, but still playable if you have to. Frost Elemental, honestly, as top end in our deck, could be fine. Like, if we're on board and they play a Proto Drake and we freeze it and just go face, like, that could be our final push to win the game, but I mean, I could see a Raptor here too, but I think I lean Elemental.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Frost Elemental here is fine. It's not a great card, but it's definitely better than two very average cards. And like as a first pick, you could argue taking the Raptor over the Frost Elemental, just because the Frost Elemental is kind of bad nowadays. But I think any deck right now can really benefit from one freeze effect, just because of how powerful like Proto Drake is and how hard it is to deal with. So it's a really strong consideration for any class to pick up at least one freeze effect. So um, I'm I'm happy here with the Frost Elemental versus two very mediocre cards, and we don't really have anything in the top end, so it fits in. I mean, as well as it could. It fits in pretty well here.
Uh, I mean, we're not a redemption. I don't think any deck is a redemption deck. uh, Ironforge Rifleman's pretty not good. Um, and Gyrocopter is fine, although it has felt worse for me this meta. Um,
Yeah, things feel a little bit bigger right now. A little chunkier, so Gyro doesn't feel as good. But I mean, I agree with your assessment that Gyro's the pick over here over Rifleman and Redemption. So I don't know. Redemption honestly doesn't feel very good all the time. It has to be like up against really bad cards. And I don't even know if I would pick Redemption over Rifleman in this deck.
yeah, I'd
Yeah.
probably take Rifleman still.
So yeah, but Gyrocopter is perfectly fine. It's a 6-drop in a deck with that's pretty light, and it has initiative, which is good. So it can help you catch up a little bit. Random synergy with a doll, and also random synergy with Shield of Honor too. So you hit once, and then the second hit has its damage. You can hit again with the Divine Shield.
Yes. I mean, I like 3-drops, but not over Hand of a Doll, especially when we already have 3-3-drops. I
Yes.
think Archmage is fine as a big guy, but I think Hand of a Doll is just more what our deck wants.
Totally agree here. Dragon Breath is really good with the whole like mage, mage fiesta right now. But Hand of Doll is just insanely good, so hard to pass another one here. Okay.
I want 6 mana big arcane missiles here, because Spell Sword is like basically unplayable. I wouldn't say unplayable, but I'll be really sad playing a Spell Sword in this deck. Karta doesn't seem like where we want to be. I don't really like Karta in any deck, but in this deck, I think. Although we could just play it on like turn 6 and go face and then hope it holds down the fort. But I think I value a little bit of potential reach more here.
It's kind of funny that you have 3 very like bad looking cards. You actually have Avenging Wrath, which actually looks pretty decent, but it's not. I'm just looking at the win rates on these 3 cards, and they're all pretty close. So it's not like Avenging Wrath is that much better than Spell Sword. And in this deck, we actually have 6 spells. So Spell Sword is probably more likely a 4 mana 2/6 pretty often, at least. I mean, does that make it good? No, but
It does probably make it playable.
it makes it playable. I do like the Avenging Wrath for reach, but I do like the Defender for the double taunt. Our deck doesn't have that many taunts, so our minion board is quite weak to trades and stuff, especially if we want to start going face, which this deck definitely wants. But I mean, if we're thinking about going face, Avenging Wrath is kind of okay. We also don't have any pings, so it's first pick. Avenging Wrath is the best card, and here I still see it as the best card. So, and it kind of fits our deck as well. So I think it's totally fine here. But all 3 are actually kind of close. So
yeah, well, we also have no
yeah,
minion on 4.
we also lack 4 drops too. So, but that's okay. I think 10 drops to go, we can probably pick up. We have a lot of 2 drops, so you can go a dull hero power on 4. So it can be something like that. So we're not super desperate for 4 drops. Like hopefully we pick up like at least 2, and then we'll go from there, right? But I'm okay with Avenging Wrath over Spell Sword. It's just going to do more.
I mean, Candle Taker's a premium 3 in my book, so I'd take it here.
Yeah, I was just thinking we need Death Rattle cards to make sure we can stick something for a dull and the buffs and stuff. So Candle Taker is a very good 3-drop. It's properly statted, Portal Keeper is just bad most of the time, so it's a pretty happy, easy Candle Taker here. Okay.
I think we just take the best card.
Yeah.
Faceless Corruptor.
Yeah. Might not be the card we want or need, but by far the best card here, so.
Call hits a 2-drop, but I think it's not like what our deck wants, and Bone Wraith is just a really, really solid 4, especially if we want to go face and just drop a taunt. So I
Yep.
think I definitely take Bone Wraith.
Yeah, Bone Wraith, exactly what we were just talking about. A taunt, it's a double taunt, so it's even better. And it's a death rattle card, leaves the body behind for buffs and stuff. So it does have synergy, random synergy with the Shield of Honor, plus never set Ritualist as well. So that's extra bonus for us. So I like the Wraith here a lot. So.
So Smug Senior's obviously just like by far the best card. We don't have much value, so I could consider the Scarab, but up against the Smug Senior, I just don't think it has a chance.
I think even if you were considering value, Smug Senior would be more valued than what the Golden Scarab could provide. I don't think the Golden Scarab, even with the 4-drop, is even worth the first body of the Senior. Like, there's some flexibility to discovering a 4-cost card. Like, if you get like a 2/2 and like Kings, for example, is that better than a 6 mana 5/7 taunt? Let alone 2 6 mana 5/7 taunts. So it's like, even though Scarab seems like the value card, I think Smug Senior is actually even more of a value card. It's just curve consistency, right? So you have like a 3 mana 2/2 versus another 6-drop. It's obviously a Scarab is more easy to weave into your curve. A 6-drop is harder to play. But I mean, the card quality, the value is a huge difference here for the Senior. There's not a lot of 4-cost cards that you can discover from Scarab that would be better than a 5/7 or an extra 5/7. Maybe Poacher,
Yeah,
Kings.
like Poacher, True Silver.
Yeah, there's a couple cards, but I mean, on average, you're getting like a 4 mana 4/4, like a Ogre Magi or something from this, which is like the 2 cards combined is not better than 1 Senior. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll take Senior for sure. Well, I'll take the pickable card here.
Yeah.
It's a great card. I don't know that we want it really, but I mean, I'm not taking either of those.
These cards are like, the problem I'm seeing with this deck is that you have a lot of cards that are kind of good when they're good when you have the board type of cards. Like, if you have the board with like, right now, like I'm looking at your mid game, the only card that you really want that's good on the board is like Tiger, maybe a Smug. But if you don't have those cards on the board, you're basically protecting like small crappy cards to try to kill your opponent. So you have a lot of reactive cards like Faceless, Avenging Wrath, Frost Elemental, Gyro, and now this Evasive Worm. So you have all these cards that kind of like keep your opponent off the board, but you don't have anything that really like presses like that advantage. So it's like if you just keep playing like this back and forth type of game where you're keeping your opponent off the board, they're keeping you off the board, you're keeping your opponent off the board, and then you don't really like have anything that really inflicts a lot of damage on them while this is happening. You're just going to end up in the late game, and this is not where this deck really wants to be. So I think having cards that can kind of capitalize on this back and forth will probably be important in the last 5 picks. So what that means is basically like have good 4-drops. Like it could be like a Scorpion, like a 5/2 that kills something, leaves it behind, can go face, leaves it on the board. It can be mean like a good 4-drop, a good 5-drop. So I'm looking for like more proactive cards instead of reactive cards because we have a lot of reactive cards right now. And reactive cards are great. For example, like if you go second, you really want reactive cards because that's kind of the only way you get back on the board. If you play stats, you get abused. That's pretty much it. So if you play stats into your opponent and you don't have reactive cards, you're basically waiting for them to react to you, and then that opens you up to getting abused. So having reactive cards is a good thing, but then you also want like obviously like pressure cards and cards that can win without having the right situation for it to be super good. So I'll be looking really hard for like a good 4, a good 5 that you can play on the board without any condition. So just something to consider.
Yeah, I mean, I think this deck will be fine on the play, but going second, I feel like we're gonna get in situations like you were saying, where we're just gonna be trading back and forth, and then we're gonna end up in late game, and our opponent's gonna play power creation, deep freeze, and we're gonna be like, okay, I'll play my 2-drop and 3-drop and pass.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
I think our mid game is it's decent. It's quite decent considering where this deck was. But I think we have to have a better start in the beginning, so that getting into the mid game doesn't mean we have nothing from the start. So that's kind of how I feel. So maybe like a little bit of spread. So like a card like the like the
Like
2 mana
twin
3,
spell thing.
yeah, like just some stuff that can spread, leave some stuff on the board, start putting some damage in, like. So I think we'll just have to keep that in mind. So like if we had like a huge card offered versus like a smaller card, we might have to take the smaller card, for example. Like that's kind of a situation I could see happening. So like we shouldn't be like changing our strategy from, hey, this is like a tempo deck into like a value deck, for example. So I feel like this deck is very much a tempo-ish earlier game deck. It's not a value deck. So
We actually are sort of lacking in the 2-drop department, which sort of leads me into this pick. I don't hate Rocketeer in a deck like this, just as some reach, but I mean, up against the Living Dragon Breath, I would definitely not take it. But I actually think we have 4 really solid 3s, and I think our deck cares more about hitting the 2-drop than it does. Like, at worst, we can. Like, we're probably going to have a 2 or a 3 on turn 3. But I think our deck really wants to hit a 2-drop on 2, so I probably actually would take Librarian over Dragon Breath here, even though Dragon Breath's a better card in my book.
I don't think I agree with having 4 good 3-drops. You never want to play Explorer on 3. So we only have 2 playable 3-drops in my opinion. So Dragon Breath, like personally, I would just jump on this Dragon Breath because I think Librarian will hurt us more than it helps us most of the time, especially with buffs and stuff. Buffs, we have some Reborn, we have some like, for example, like Smug and Tiger and all that stuff. Like I just don't think like Librarian really helps. It is a 2-drop, which definitely helps, but I don't think I would pass the Dragon Breath here for it because I don't feel like the Bronze Explorers are playable 3-drops, and I would not keep them in my mulligan because you don't want to play a 3 mana 2/3 on 3 if you can help it. I would probably go with the Dragon Breath here.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that's probably an error for me. At least with this type of deck. I'm sure there are decks where you're okay keeping Explorer
Yeah,
on 3.
I agree. Yep.
But I think, yeah, you're probably correct in saying that we don't want to play an understated minion on curve. We want to keep our stats up and put the pressure on early.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, I think that's probably definitely correct to take the Dragon Breath.
Mm-hmm.
I like Initiate a lot. I could consider taking a War Golem here or a Living Monument just as big guys. But I would probably just take the Initiate as a 2-drop.
Yeah, I like, to me, like I'm super happy with this 2-drop here. I love this 2-drop in aggressive classes, Rogue, Paladin, Hunter. cards that really classes that really capitalize on having stuff on the board. Spell damage is great for obviously Hunter and Rogue, but less so in Paladin. But Paladin has buffs, so having tokens leave stuff behind, excellent for buffs. And like you said, we need a 2-drop as well. So I mean, it's for me, it's a slam dunk 2 here. I wouldn't even consider the other big cards just for bigness. We have bigness with the 2 bronze explorers, so you can probably expect them to generate like 2 7/7s out of them. So we do have some size, and our mid game's pretty bulky. Ventricle, 2 smugs. So there's some bulk there as well. So also Corruptor is mainly a 7 mana turn most of the time, I think. Obviously, it's a 5-cost card that benefits from smaller stuff, but it's also playable on 7 as well. So I don't think we'll be hurting too much for larger things to play. So I'm super happy here at the Initiate.
I mean, purely on quality, I think Stalker's the best. I actually think Guardian's a close second for me. But for curve, I would take Guardian here for sure. It's a high attack minion, which we have none of on 4. So I think I'd take Guardian, although I think Sky Stalker's probably a better card in a vacuum.
Yeah, Stalker is just a significantly better card than Guardian here, but then we're running into the problem of too many 6-drops. Too many 6-cost cards, basically. So the problem with 6-cost cards is that even on turn 10, you only can play 1. So if you had, like, for example, all your 6-cost cards in your hand, you can only play 1 at a time, which is really bad. At that point, you want to play like 7, 8, 9, 10 drops at that point, right? So it's unfortunately, like, I don't think we can take Stalker here, even though Stalker is very good in basically every class. It's really good. But I mean, Guardian is fine. It's a 4-cost card. It's playable on turn 4. It's not particularly good if we're behind, just because the health is so weak. It allows it to get trade off pretty easily. But health is important sometimes, so it's definitely decent. I like the card. Death Rattle is always good. Leaves your body to against AoE and lets you trade and stuff, and then lets you buff it. So I'm okay with the Guardian here. I don't think we can take another 6-drop without our deck being overly clunky as well. So I'm okay with the 4 here. We don't have any Dragon Synergy either, so the Dragon Tag doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I want the 4, but I just want to hear what your decision for not, like, even considering the Raider is here. Like, do you think Guardian's just that much of a better card than Raider? Or?
Yeah, I think so. I think both cards are they definitely are necessary. Like, we kind of need them in this deck. We could go with the Raider, and then we kind of significantly push our deck into like a more like smaller kind of like more aggressive early game deck, because if we're playing 2-drop hero power on turn 4, it's going to be a lot weaker than Ancestral Guardian. And are we going to be able to keep up the pressure with the 2/3 and a 1/1 as opposed to like just the 4/2? At the same time, it's like usually like the 2-drops, you only need 1. So you get 1 and then that's off to the races, right? You don't want to go overboard in the 2-drops. I think we're looking at 6 2-drops right now. So we have 5 or 6?
We have 5 and then the 2 hands.
Yeah, 5 2 hands, and then we have the day first day.
First day, yeah, and
yeah.
We also have 2 more picks, so we don't know what we're gonna get forced into. So.
Yeah, I'm not like, I think it's close. But I think I still like the Guardian here. It's a bit of healing as well, so it gives us a little bit extra there against certain classes. I mean, I just think it's a lot better than the Raider, but you can consider the Raider for curve. But I would go with the Guardian here. I don't think it's wrong to go with the 2-drop though. These cards are bad.
Yeah. I mean, I want mechanic. I mean, I'm crying inside when I get a mechanic, but I'm not like crying outside like I would be if I had a warden in my deck.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna get crushed if we play a 2-2-1-2, I think.
Yeah, I think the mechanic is probably the pick. It's unfortunate. I don't think the card is very good anymore. Like it used to be like, oh, it's okay. It's kind of like, but now it's just same thing with cards like Razorfin Hunter. It's just like, ugh, it's so bad. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, you have spread. Spread is good for Paladin. So now maybe we feel a little bit bad for passing the 2-drop earlier. But
Yeah, I mean, easy tour guide here.
yeah,
I think Alley Cat's fine.
this is a
So
decently premium 1-drop for Paladin. I think I think it's super good here. Okay. I think we made a decent deck out of a couple bad picks.
yeah, we started really, really underwhelmingly. So
I mean, the deck's still pretty underwhelming. Like you can't deal with the big minion properly. You don't have Libram, so it's yeah, and we don't. Even though we have 2 Bronze Explorers, the deck basically has very limited value. I don't know how this will do. I could see it maybe going infinite, but I could also see this being like a 3-win deck.
yeah, I mean it's cohesive as long as we try and stick to our game plan and not try and outvalue our opponent. I think we
Yeah.
maybe get to infinite, but I agree this deck is really underwhelming.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you ever keeping True Silver? Probably not. Probably just want to curve out.
I think on the coin, I think True Silver is fine. I think we have a decent amount of early game cards that will probably hit at least 1 for the next 2 turns. So I think I'd keep.
Yeah, I think I like Tour Guide and True Silver.
Yeah, I think I keep True Silver too. Especially on the coin. I mean, if you had a 1-2-3, I would even keep Corruptor. This is a really
Sure,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, this
That's a
is.
spicy combo right there.
Yeah, I like what I see. It's good. We're curving out. He mulliganed his first 3 cards, so he doesn't have a perfect hand.
Yes, hopefully no Felma on 2. Although Felma on 2 has felt really underwhelming when I played Hunter. Unless you're on the coin. Like Felma on 1 has felt great.
Hmm.
So we can go wide. Both plays are gonna get wrecked by a Desert Sphere. I think I want to Tovir because we have the Shield of Honor in hand for a potential like trade up on the 3-drops if he doesn't pre-hit. Like let's say he plays a Spider Tank and doesn't pre-hit, then we eat it and then develop the 2 and go face.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I was leaning towards Tolvir here. It forces him to kind of act. He might overreact with like he might play like Aug Merchant Hero Power, and that weakens his turn quite a bit. It could be something like that.
Yeah, then we can like trade and play
Yeah.
Candletaker.
I wouldn't be too worried about Shield of Honor because we do have the Candletaker. Second body on Candletaker works. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I don't really want to play Candletaker because it's such a good trade for him. I almost want to like either Tidehunter Coin Hero Power or Tidehunter Initiate.
Yeah, I kind of like the coin here. I don't want to play Candletaker into this, so I'm okay with Tidehunter. Probably Tidehunter Hero Power is fine. I'm okay with that. Because the True Silver is going to come down, I think, no matter what. Unless he, like, plays nothing.
Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, it feels terrible, right? Like, that's such a bad use of coin to get a 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
But our deck's so light that I think it's probably fine.
Yep. Do we change our play?
I mean, then the question becomes, do we just play the Guardian as a body?
I think I'm okay with a truce over here.
True Silver full trade?
Yeah, not a double trade here. Next turn you have 2 and 3. It's not too bad.
I feel like we're out of steam.
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be a consistent theme. Ouch.
That's fine. Okay, we're a decent spot. Okay.
Start with first day?
Yep. No spell burst in deck, so no beast in hand.
Stranglethorn is our only beast in the deck, too.
Yeah. We could.
I kinda wanna, like, fort one and not hit.
Yeah,
Either
it's.
trade or we eat it.
Yeah, I'm like almost thinking to save the truce over here too. 4 and Raider seems okay.
I mean, we could also, like, 1-1-3.
1-1-3 is okay too. Yeah, let's go 1-1-3. It's just the most power on the board. You leave the Huffer up. Worst thing that can happen here is if he has some way to deal with these 3 minions, but then one of them is a reborn, so we should be able to trade.
Mean, it'd be very difficult. He'd need like another Unleash the Hounds plus something.
Locust can do it, but
oh yeah.
Yeah, Locust can do it.
Locust. That card's very good, so.
He had a bad turn 5. I mean, we have a lot of tempo this turn. Okay.
This plus 0 power would be great for us, probably.
Might be the triple card. It might be like Rat Pack. Yeah, Pack Tactics. Sorry. But it doesn't matter. I think we just try to full trade this board.
Which do you want to start with?
2-1. Yeah, 2-1. 4-2. Yeah.
Okay, so it's freezing. So then we just trade True Silver and then 4 and 2?
Yep. Explosive. I guess it doesn't really matter.
So where does the magic come from?
Like if we hero power, we could put a big thing over here and then sort of place our own explosive.
Yeah.
We will hold the Black Temple.
There's a nice trade up here. Oh, Gyro.
Ooh. We could go Gyro Shield here and smack him.
Yeah, this is a good turn. Gyro and then Shield. That works.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I think that seems good. Seems good. And then hit him in the face, yeah. And then we have like basically lethal setup, so if he doesn't respond to this, he just loses.
And we have a way to get through taunt, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we do have over lethal setup. So this is 14 by itself. Well, he's digging. There we go.
Nice.
The sick combo.
Sick
I think you
combos.
mentioned that while we were drafting.
Yeah, I did mention that. Yeah. Pretty good first game.
Every win we get with this deck feels great.
Yeah, because it does feel like a very mediocre deck, especially with some of the other classes, right? Like, so It's
Mediocre decks have just felt so bad this meta to me.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like, you used to be able to get 7 wins, not necessarily consistently, but like
Mhm.
pretty consistently with
Like
a mediocre deck, and now it's just like you get stomped.
like even this deck I would say would probably be infinite in most metas, but probably not this one.
Yeah. Just first day?
Yeah, I would just keep first day. So the way that I mulligan going first and second is basically like if I go first, I play a little bit more conservative depending on your hand. So if you go second, you kind of want to try for the home run. You know what I mean? Because if you go conservative going second, it just doesn't really help your cause. I mean, is Blood Imp really that bad?
You could Blood Imp and then Hero Power next turn, I guess.
Yeah, I think.
And then like Hero Power 1.
Yeah, that's probably it. It's kind of
We
good.
don't really care about the one attack right now.
Yeah, like it's kind of good. Like you could get like a doll here or something, right? At least you have a
Be
minion.
full kept, which could be a little frightening. Hero Power?
I might consider the Tide Hunter, but I think Hero Power is probably okay.
I mean, it's
not. It's a
basically
1/3.
the same thing.
Yeah, it's a 1/3. It kind of yeah, it's kind of the same thing. The Hero Power is fine here. You might even play Blessing, Hero Power next turn, like to trade up.
I mean, yeah.
Well, you just consider,
so
yeah,
bad,
it does feel
but
bad.
Maybe.
But you would just consider Blessing like, you know, a 2-mana 2/3 that traded into his 2/3 or something. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
but it costs you 3 mana.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually drawing bad right now.
Hero Power Tide Caller trade.
Not much we can do. Hopefully the buff lands on one of the 1/1s. So we don't get.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Coin swipe is not fun here.
Yeah, not fun. We do have a 4, which makes it less bad, but.
Yeah, I mean, we could go like Guardian, Tiger,
Yeah.
Senior, and then Venture Co. kill him, hopefully. Ooh.
I hate this.
This is brutal. I mean, I think I want to play the mechanic and maybe not trade. We're just gonna get absolutely dumpstered by a swipe, though. I mean, you could play Guardian, it's a little better against swipe, I guess. Forces him to trade.
Yeah, I think I full trade and then go mechanic, or I would go Blessing and Hero Power.
I think we can probably fit Blessing in later.
Yeah.
We're such big guys that,
So
like,
I think full
they
trade
don't
and
get
mechanic,
offered
yeah.
on 7.
Yeah, I think full trade mechanic. It's not the best, but you're basically trading. You're trading 2 Hero Powers and a 1-drop. Like it's
okay.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay, but you just don't get. You're not getting any ahead. That's all. But
Yeah.
a 2/5 and a
traded
2/1.
our 1 card for their 1 card, right? Although they have a lackey still.
Yeah.
We've gotten some bad hits on this Blood Imp too.
It's 3/3. And
That's interesting.
a lot of
Just
stuff.
pulled the board.
Pretty big explosion.
Yeah, well, I guess we're dead. I mean, we can't play Venture Co, right? Because if he does ignore it, we just can't play anything. So it's got to be Tiger. I
Yeah,
think.
it's gotta be Tiger, and you probably
And,
want to
like,
trade
the 1/1.
the 1/1.
You could also trade the 2/1 here. I think I don't know. It doesn't really change anything, right?
Yeah, trade the 1/1. That makes more.
Because if the blood imp hits here, then it's a 5, which is kind of awkward.
What would Uther
We could also, like, blessing on the blood imp, kill that, and like.
No, Guardian's too weak on this
4.
board. Yeah, Guardian's way too
Yeah,
weak
it'll
on it.
just get shredded. That's sort of what you were talking about. It's gonna get shredded. So just Tiger and trade the 1/1.
Yeah, a Tiger and trade here. You probably want the buff on the too far.
Well, we've missed all 3 of our buffs. So
Yeah.
far.
So, I mean, if he goes 2-1, 2-1 in, then it's not so bad, but if he has, I don't know, something to trade and keep the 3-3 alive, or the 3-1 alive, like, our turns are not great.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
man.
worried. Yep. Yeah. Blessing of
Oh.
Ancients is brutal.
The free trades.
Well, we're in a fine spot actually, right? With Smug Senior here.
Yeah, we have
If
Smug.
we eat this and then he doesn't have great. I guess he is 3 and 3, but 3 and 4.
Play it, you want to play this 5-7 next to the 5-6, just in case you top deck Ritualist.
Oh yeah.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Okay.
I'm so used to playing around like Betrayal and stuff that I do it when I'm not fighting rogues.
Yeah. That's all good. Okay.
I forget that there's cards that actually benefit from being next to each other.
Okay.
I mean, it's not great, right? He can full clear and then just play a 6-drop, but...
Yep. Five trade. He's probably going face if he's doing this.
Yeah, he must be going face. No? 4-1-2. Ancestral Blessing on the Blood Imp and Tide Hunter.
I want to save the blessing. I
You
want
don't
to.
play this.
I want to save the blessing for like a gyro in case he plays like a big taunt or something. Actually, let me think about this.
Like, I
Spectral.
kind of want to get 2 hits out of the Guardian here, because we're at 13. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's 2.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. 4 and 2 with blessing. I guess we do have the gyro next turn, or the taunt next turn. Yeah, that's probably should be fine. We can deal with like a 4-10. Okay, that's cool. We don't.
What would another line have been there?
I probably would have played like maybe just Smug right into it, and then keep the blessing. But maybe it's not correct, just because the gyro just dies like a 7/7 here. Because I was thinking like if he drops like one of the big 7 drops, how are we gonna deal with it? So then,
Sure.
yeah, if we had like the Smug, you can like blessing the Smug. Okay, swipe or no? Seems weak.
I mean, as weird as it sounds, our hand's pretty big. We might be able to outvalue him.
Yeah, he he's pretty all in with his opener. And then he misplayed this broom if he has another
Yeah.
minion.
I was ordering for sure.
Okay.
Takes the value trade. Probably kill the 2/2 Hero Power Senior.
Yeah, senior just best stats here. You could save the gyro. I mean, you could double gyro the 2-1, but like it's not really worth it.
He just Hero Powers it, right?
Yeah, so Smug and Euro Power is fine.
Remember to play for our Ritualist here.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, maybe we can recover. We have some good draws. Like, well, I mean, 2 Adults, 2 Explorers. Even Faceless is decent, so. And then Shield of Honor can be decent too with the lifesteal guy.
For sure. We have the Gyro Shield of Honor combo again. Yeah, I mean, it seems like he's kind of out of steam here.
Yeah.
Of
And
course, he's just gonna play an Emerald Explorer and then hit a DQA.
Yeah. And he has to hit face with his hero power to activate the side quest. So it's not that good.
Or it's attack anything.
It's attack. It's attack, right? You have to attack with it. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. He can't hit here. Yeah.
Yeah. He has to eat the 5. Oh, nice.
I kind of want to play 6 because we can 5/5 next turn.
Yeah. I agree. Let's see what we want to do here, though. So.
Said that since turn 8, which is this turn, so we top decked it. Is it ever Gyro?
Gyro HP sounds good, yeah. Like, I think Gyro take the 2 value trades, 1/1 into the 2/1, and then Gyro the 2/3 2/2, and then 5/7 the 3/3. Yeah. I think that's you'd lock up the game this way unless he top decks like a god card.
I'm thinking it's probably like, I don't know, like a Burly maybe? Although you probably just play Burly there if you drew. No, you run 8 mana, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're in a pretty good spot now, but he had a crazy opener.
Yeah, for sure. It's like he definitely drafted his deck with a purpose. Soul of Forest, Blessing, and a bunch of small token stuff. And he kind of went all in on the tokens. Like his largest minion is a 3/3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Oh my goodness, he actually had to swipe?
Explore Hero Power Corruptor.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Take the big guy with Taunt, maybe? We could. I think we have enough cards so we don't need Brightwing, and we have Evasive Worm already.
Yeah, I like the big guy here. It's fine.
Reporting for duty. How about a mirage?
Trade the Guardian.
Yeah, trade the Guardian. Alright. Okay, life's going up.
Another swipe could be an issue.
Oh,
probably.
another swipe? No,
No
really?
way.
No way. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, it is.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Well, now I think we're playing the Draconid, so we can't trigger his quest.
Yeah, for sure. So
And then Hero Power and Chore Guide after.
yeah, that's right. That's the right sequence.
Your feeble magic
Yeah.
amuses me.
Good.
Reporting for duty.
Here for the tour.
Is this enough? Is this enough?
What's his top deck now? Now maybe Burly would be good. Although we just kill it.
Oh, that's not a very good top deck, yeah. Okay. That's not a good one either. I'd probably just slam stats. I don't know if I want to
Power Venture Code?
Yeah, I think Hero Power Venture Co. and
Save Frost for potential Deathwing, I guess.
yep. Yeah, you can save it for Deathwing or whatever big minion. But I like the stats here, yeah.
Reporting for duty.
You got it.
Is this setup lethal? Probably. Yeah, we're exactly lethal. Worm trade the 3/1/1 space.
Yep. Yep. There is some ways you can maybe win. Maybe win Guardian or something. No, actually, yeah, maybe like maybe.
Like Deathwing into
Yeah.
Wing Guardian could be an issue.
Yeah, Deathwing. Colossus, he's still dead. Actually, a 9 damage Colossus. A 9/9 Colossus could be trouble.
Which one's the 9/9?
Because he has Embiggen, right? So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
yeah, but it's usually I think we had enough anyways. That's pretty good. I mean, he ran out of stuff before we did, but we did draw a bit backwards in the beginning. Like we drew all our 6 drops pretty early.
Yeah, we had a very awkward. I mean, we missed turn 2 and 3, right? Or at least.
Yeah,
turn
we did.
3 was
We
on.
hero powered. We hero powered 2 and 3.
Yeah, so we had a pretty bad start.
Mm. So the idea here is like, do you ever coin 2 drops?
Yeah. I mean, I almost feel like we're kind of forced into coining a 2-drop against a mage.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this deck is, you gotta get the jump on them a little bit. Probably keep the double 2s and hope for a doll or something.
Yeah, like coin injured into a doll is pretty good. Oh
Oh,
my.
this is good.
This is interesting.
There has to be coin injured here. That would be the best result. Cause 3 health is hard to get rid of. Oh, we don't want that to change our plan, I think.
Yeah, I think it's coin
Is it?
injured.
Is it? We could tour guide injured. Let's just think about it for a second here.
Like, what if he plays a 2/3? Then we just get screwed. I mean, then we can hand the doll, I guess.
Yeah, that's what we would do, I think.
I think I'm okay with either one. I don't know which one you would prefer.
I think I go tour guide here. Because if he pings the tour guide, we can just develop the whole viewer, saving the coin.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. This is definitely the higher, like, you get rewarded greater if he just pings here.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. Like, maybe he was just gonna ping turn 2 anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Although he did keep all 3 cards.
Yeah.
Just Tolvir now.
Out of here, yeah. So now you have the option to like a doll, trade, ritualist, and that would be
Yeah.
just like insane.
Well, then we have a 4/8. Yeah, that'd be very, very good.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Oh
is.
my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Now we don't even need to.
Yeah.
A doll.
So just shield ritualist here. How about 5/6?
Yeah, I like that. Save the adult too. Hold on. Positioning matters here too. I would put the 5/6 in the middle.
Yeah, for combustion.
Yeah. Alright. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, Tolvir sick combos.
Yeah. It's a good pick. What do we want over this?
Trying to remember.
Wanted like a 5-drop or something over this?
Yeah, I think it was a. Was it the Storm
Oh, the Stormpike Commando.
4/4?
Yeah, Stormpike
Oh.
Commando.
Was it the Commando?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't want the Commando now. I mean, we could hand, keep it alive.
No, I
Could also just play the mechanic.
think I just played a mechanic here and push
Force
phase.
is paying, right?
Yeah, force is paying.
Like this.
2/4
all the
2/4
way on the
next to
right.
it. 2/4 next to the 5/6. Sorry. Yeah.
Also has 2 ping targets, which kind of makes it awkward.
Meteor, I mean, sorry, not Meteor. Rolling Fireball is also less good in this spot too. I mean, he'll be
Yeah.
able, yeah, but he'll still
I
be
mean,
able to
it'll
kill.
leave a 2-1, but rolling fireball's just hard to deal with no matter what you're playing, how you position, so.
Turn 6.
I think I want to hand on the 2/4 and then just play the blowtorch. Take the value trade and then hit 4 face.
Which path to choose?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You could coin gyro, maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking about that play.
Right, because then you have the hand for 12 damage next turn. That's kind of a million.
Yeah, I think I might go with the high risk play here with the gyrocopter. Cause
Yeah, I mean, the longer this game goes on,
yeah,
the worse it's gonna get for us.
yeah, I think I would do that because Blizzard doesn't clear, and it's a really bad Blizzard. But so I think I would go gyro here, and then just all face, and then you would set up lethal. I think with the gyro doll.
Yeah, I think this is probably better, actually. I mean, it's high risk, high reward.
But honestly, we're not really risking that much because I think we would lose anyways if we lost the board.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
yeah,
we would we would lose anyways.
Really?
Okay. Oh, random card, love it.
Power for the taking.
Oh?
How much damage do we have? Let's see. A doll.
10. Potentially 14 next turn if True Silver if he plays our board. Could also like bomb or True Silver, try and kill this, but.
So you're thinking a doll true silver, all face?
I think, yeah, probably a doll True Silver all face. If we force a flame strike, then we can just hopefully kill him with armor.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I think a doll and a 2/3.
You want it on the
2/3.
3?
Yeah. It forces him to ping, right? On the 2/4? Instead of like
sure,
yeah, instead of the clean trait, yeah. Okay. And then true silver face, yeah.
I think this is our best chance at actually getting there. I mean, this is how we're gonna beat the mages and priests. We just gotta sweep under them real quick.
Mm-hmm. Like he can't clear either one. He has to ping, so draw a freeze or something.
Bomber?
Definitely probably start with the bomber here.
Easy.
Nice.
Two of them.
Easy game. Amazing. Yeah, worked out.
I have auto spell, John, so I didn't see. Or were you just saying that?
He's just saying, no, he says amazing. Yeah. I think the key play was the gyrocopter turn. It allowed us to push 2 extra, force him to remove the gyrocopter. So I think if the gyro wasn't on the board, he probably plays Shavera, and then we lose the board. So I think he had the Shavera.
Yeah, I mean, he also got lucky with the tomb, right? Like,
yeah, he did.
I mean, we didn't see his other cards in hand, but if he misses that, he might have just been dead on the spot.
Yeah.
Which also means we were rewarded for the tour guide play early on.
Yeah. Oh, that was huge. Huge. Killing a 2/5 like that. Developing a 5/6. Very huge.
Just ritualist.
Hmm.
You could keep explorer.
You could keep
and
explorer.
mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of 4s. We don't have too many 3s. I mean, we're 1, 2, 3, 4 3s. 5 3s. I mean, an explorer is probably still better than like playing a 2-drop on turn 2. So I mean, you could maybe dump mechanic for a better 4. But I mean, I'm okay keeping full keeping here. It's just we don't have too much more that we can draw into, right? Like maybe a doll.
Yeah, no, I think I like the ritualist explorer and pitch the mechanic.
Yeah, okay.
You could have kept the mechanic for curve, but it's probably not high enough impact, right?
Yeah. And 3 turns away would likely draw something better. Okay.
That's better for sure.
Better for sure. Yeah, I'm not huge on keeping Explorer, but I think it's because we're going first, it's better to not miss than it is to go for a home run, I think. Whereas when you go second, you need to go for the home run. Okay.
Just player 2 drop.
Yeah, let's just hope he doesn't have Power of the Wild. Power of the Wild or something stupid here.
Well, yeah, we probably just lose the game at that point, so we have no comeback really. Although we have Corruptor in hand.
Yeah, I think
we
we might.
End of the world.
We might have a chance here, but oh, that's gonna be nasty. Because he has a spell burst, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, kill the 2/2, play the Dragon Breath.
Yeah. Yeah, we have literally no comeback.
Yeah. So. I mean, we have Rush, but.
Yeah, Rush. Benching
we
Wrath.
have quite a bit of Rush. Spending mana on dog game. He's doing something wrong. It's pretty good here.
Okay.
Slam Bone Ray.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get the second half of the Bone Ray with the Corruptor or something.
He has a 1-cost spell from the spell guy, so he can make another 1/1 if he wants. But I mean, he needs a bunch. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Turns a little awkward.
Little bit weak, but
I mean, you have to kill the Gibberling, right?
yeah, I would kill the Gibberling and then I'd probably go with the Blowtorch. Probably Hero Power. Yeah. Positioning just the 2 minions next to each other. And... But it does. Oh, I guess we already played another the Ritualist.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I mean, Emerald Explorer could be really, really bad here.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Oh, this guy has a lot of tempo.
Cheap stuff.
Yeah, cheap stuff.
Oh my. He really likes big boys. I guess that was created by.
This is not bad for a Corruptor.
Yeah, unless he hero powers here.
Yeah, I think he's gonna Hero Power here.
I mean, we can still trade Corruptor
Yes.
to the board.
Yep. That's what I would do. Wow, he gives up the 1/2? Why would he do that?
That was, yeah, that was wrong.
Oh, does this change our play? Not really, right?
Yeah, I think it's just still the Corruptor play.
Yep, sounds good. Alright, so his big power...
Do we ever shield here? Protect the 4/1? Make it a 7/1 Divine Shield?
I'm okay with one of them, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with one of them. We lose hard to Shabera. I think the 4/1, you put it on the 4/1. We lose pretty hard to like Shavara here, but for 1 mana investment, you create like a massive threat. think it's fine. Like you can't just play Smug into this, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, he probably played Shavara anyways, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't necessary, but we get rewarded here because we played it last time. Do you ever trade the 7-1 into the 5-1? I kind of want to play Frost Elemental on their face this turn. And maybe trade the 4-3 into the 1-2, but that feels terrible.
I think I would freeze the 5-5 and then 4-3 into Sporling, so we get a Sporling back.
And then hit face with the 7.
Yeah, and then push 7 with the 7-1.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have an answer last turn, so it's unlikely they have an answer.
Yeah,
this
like
turn.
this 1-2 is a huge problem. Like he can't play like a 4-10 or like Wing Guardian or anything. He has to remove the 1-2 and then he has to remove like a 7-1 with Divine Shield. It's just huge problems for him, I think, right now. It's yeah, like even like this is a really bad spot.
Start with first day?
Yeah.
I think every time we draw, we're just gonna play it no matter what.
Okay, what do we want to do? So I think Sporling always goes into the 7-5, right?
Yeah. We want to get it back. We could.
Do we want a Wrath here afterwards?
That's what I was thinking about. Like, trade the 5-5 into the 1-1, Sporling in.
And then just like heal and imp. Like we could heal the 7-1 or something. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I think we can double trade Sporling and then Avenging Wrath. I would double trade here. Oops, I would trade.
Oh, you would have traded the 7-1?
Yeah. Okay. I would just play the ones and just go face. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry,
I think it's still
I
fine.
misunderstood.
Yeah, no, I think it's still okay. Because he still has to pop the Divine Shield, but I don't know.
We do get punished like a swipe here pretty hard, so I think probably trading was right.
Because we played 6. We basically played 6 mana to kill a 5-5, deal a couple points of damage. It's not the best turn, but the 1-drop's good tempo.
Yeah, no, yeah, your line was definitely the correct line, because it could have been a disaster if it left like a 5-2 and then
Yeah.
the 1-1.
Still not too bad because he still needs to kill this Divine Shield.
That's good.
Good.
Like taunt on it. Oh, that's stealth, doesn't matter. Death?
Doesn't really do anything.
We have hands, so he's just dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Nice.
Well, we're 4-0 with this deck.
Amazing. I mean, overall, I think we're just playing towards, you know, our win condition, right? We can't slow down. We have to take risks. It's a pretty mediocre deck, like for example, even just playing like Shield of Honor on a 4-1 without even attacking is pretty risky, right? Like we'd get totally blown out by like Merchant Swipe or Merchant Ping or whatever. So Same
Will
thing.
my
The,
gyrocopter play also?
yeah, same with the gyro play. It's same. So.
I
Um,
want a FOMO.
I feel like full mull is probably correct since we have so much early game, but I hate throwing a true silver back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's by far our best 4-drop, right?
Yeah,
And we have very few 4s. I could see keeping true silver.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I still keep the true silver because you're not going to draw anything on one most often. You only have 2 1-cost cards, so we'll probably hit a 2 with 2 draws plus 2 mulls. So I think I'm going to keep the true silver here. Like it's just a good catch up in case you start falling behind. But I could see the full mull. I would probably keep the true silver though.
Yeah.
Darn. 2 draws for a 2-drop. Okay,
We drew a good 3-drop at least.
good. Yeah. Okay.
That's bad. I mean, we have decent curve now, but I mean, we probably get rewarded for keeping true silver here because we're likely gonna fall behind. Coin understated minion, huh?
Prepared.
Hmm.
This mean he has another 3-drop, and he just chose to play that one first for some reason.
Yeah.
Just candle taker face.
Yep. We just do whatever we do. So let's say he takes value trade. He plays a 3-drop. We just true silver and double trade back. We have a 3-1 in true silver. Yikes.
More value stuff.
Maybe save true silver.
Yeah, I mean, mechanic lines up pretty well against this.
Yeah.
Mechanic phase? Question mark.
No, yeah, I would just kill the
Just wanna
lifesteal.
kill the lifesteal.
Yeah.
I guess it only really develops 1 point of damage anyways. So.
Yeah.
Just me and Mr. Right.
Like consect's kind of bad, but I mean I like the minions for corrupt your turn.
True.
Dragon Link's not super awful in this deck actually, amazingly.
Yeah, with the 2 corruptors.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Do we corrupt her anyways?
On the 3-1, probably. I would.
I think I would too. Okay. It's still a good turn. Like we have an 8-8.
I mean, it develops a lot, right?
Yeah, we have an 8-8. It's basically like a 5-mana 4/4 that gives a +1/+3 buff. It's very good.
Looks like I'm here just in time.
Fits right in.
Yeah, hand's great here, right? We could
Um,
freeze, maybe? Or even senior.
I think Senior gets abused by buffs, barrels and stuff. I think I remove the minion, but I'm not sure what I would play afterwards. The other play would be freezing it. It's not the end of the world to freeze it. Turn 6. If it's like evasive, then we probably go true silver a doll on 7.
Which
Yeah, I think freezing's reasonable here.
Yeah,
Like, we just don't have much to do if we play hand this turn, so...
yeah. I think
freeze good.
yeah, freeze is fine.
This might just be our turning point where we just go face at this point. We could also save, like, Gyro Hand of a Doll on turn 8 or something.
Hmm.
I think it's time now.
Yeah, I would start with the doll, see where it goes. probably discover discover in a 2.
Discover and 2/2.
Yeah.
A good explorer comes prepared.
It's not the big guys you want.
Yeah, I mean, is it the 3/6 or the 8/8?
I think
We
it's
might get in trouble with the 8/8.
I think it's the 3/6.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
So where does the magic come from?
So Consect gets there, stalls him out for a little bit. Taunt doesn't work here.
There's so many cards. 8 of them now, but that wasn't a great play. Wow.
They're not good plays for him.
Yeah, I mean, I would think about maybe Gyro Hero Power or like True Silver Guardian or True Silver Hothead.
Play around Tyrant, I guess. So Gyro's a bit worse here. So I'd probably just go True Silver with either the 3/6 or the 4/2. Probably the 4/2. Actually, probably the 3/6 to play around Consect.
Trade the 2/2.
Yeah, I traded 2/2. Yeah.
Does this threaten lethal? Yeah, it does. So he has 9 cards. He's gotta have something good to do.
Board's too complex for him to deal with. Like, not a single card really deals with it. Got 6 health. Yeah, it's, you know. I like Tiger 4 and then just Jam Face, but
Does it ever Hero Power Smug Jam Face?
you could even think about trading this guy off with the True Silver.
What would Uther
And then trade the 2/1/1s also?
Yeah, and then trade the 2/1/1s. Put him at 9, and then you have.
And if we do that, I think I want to do 4 and 5.
Yeah, I don't think you ever put the Smug, just in case like Burley or Libram Og could happen, and then that's a pretty big swing.
So you want to kill it and then 4/5? I think I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Like, the issue with leaving him with like 1 minion is just giving him a body to like buff and taunt, and we don't have any ways to deal with large things. So
your presence offends me?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a pretty commanding spot here, but you never know.
like
Especially with this meta.
like even if he plays like a 4/10, it's not enough here. You have Gyro for 8. For 9, I'm not sure what he needs.
I mean, I guess he can draw a bunch of portals. I don't think there's...
I have trained for days.
Damn. Is that enough?
One roll, sorry?
Nope, we still win. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah, nice. Well, this guy coined a 2/3 into a 2/2. You're kind of asking to lose at that spot. Like,
Yeah, that was strange.
yeah, like we're making Dragonling mechanic look good, right? Like,
Yeah.
Arthas versus Valera.
This could be a difficult matchup going second.
mm-hmm.
Full mulligan.
Yeah. I think in this spot, I'm not too sure what you really want. Maybe the taunt might be more resistant. The 3-drops might be good. Yeah, Tolvir and 3-drop might be the best opener we have against Rogue. Oh, that sucks. Yep. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe Corruptor. Oh man, this is an insane start. One of the top 1 drops, top 2 drops, and then
Crossworn.
yeah, I would start there.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to swing it back with the Corruptors. If we even have something on board. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what we do at this point. I mean, just Dragon Breath and don't hit, maybe? Try and get a Corruptor next turn. Force him to hero power if he wants to clear.
Yeah, I like that.
We take a little bit of extra damage here if he goes face, but then we get a Corruptor.
Totally okay with face damage here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leverage it if we're gonna.
Oh, it's like, look at this start, man.
1, 2, 3,
yeah,
4,
1, 2, 3,
all
4.
premiums.
All premium. You might ignore. It's not worth it for him to kill it, but
He's trading the board into. I mean, I guess. Our Tolvir Ritualist sick combo's coming up.
yeah. Is it ever Tiger? It's like, no, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, you want a Corruptor next turn, but then you're Corruptoring a 5/4, so
yeah.
that's terrible.
I mean, you're playing a Stegodon and a 2/3 for 4 mana. It's pretty good. It's a good turn, so it's just not good against this guy because his opener is so good.
I mean, we can maybe get back into this, like turn 6 Hero Power Corruptor, and then turn 7 Hero Power Corruptor. I mean, this is just brutal.
No, nothing sticks. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Against Rogue nothing sticks.
Start there.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
you could always save
play
1
the
for a Corruptor next turn.
Sky Raider coin Corruptor.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I think we are gonna take too much damage. If
Yeah,
we
I
just,
think I'm
like,
okay with that.
Tiger here.
Yep.
Or I guess we see what pirate we did too. Or pillager. Not good.
Nope. Yeah, let's get the Corruptors going. Trade. Ah, man. Maybe he takes the value trades.
Let's hope. His fishy in hand too.
Yeah, that's true. We have Corruptor again, which is not bad.
Yeah, we could also like Frost Elemental if he tries to keep the Divine Shield up or something.
He's thinking Dagger here.
A simple
Oh, okay.
I mean, just don't hit Secret Passage, I guess. Sinister Strike. Kinda dying. I mean, is it ever Ancestral Hero Power here? I think if we don't play Ancestral this turn, we might never play it. It's risky, right?
Yeah, he has a Fishy and a 1-cost spell. 1-cost spells generally don't do damage unless it's Brain Freeze. So he has 2 other cards that can kill off the 4/1. Just thinking like, oh yeah, we can get 8 healing, but we're gonna take. Could get.
Corruptor only kills the 3/1 basically.
Yeah,
right?
Corruptor is not very good here, so yeah, I'd probably take the chance with the hero power. I don't think he has 6, but It'd be very hard for him to have 6. Like,
Yeah, 6 is it's probably 2 cards you need for 6 damage.
yeah, like Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, or something. But I think he'll trade here. I don't think he can out damage the 4/2, especially if we get. He's
Well,
afraid of buffs and stuff too, right?
Yeah, right. If we buff it, then he's just out of the game, right? Or not out, but we're in a great spot then. I mean, if we gain 8 health here, that would be fantastic.
Your presence offends me.
Fan.
Damn.
I mean, we're sort of in the same position we were in last turn.
Maybe 1-drop freeze guy.
1-drop freeze to 3/5 or freeze to 3/1? 3/5?
Yeah, 3/5.
I cannot wait to read these.
I mean, these threaten really good trades, right? So.
A little something I whipped up.
Kinda feels like dying.
Yeah. I
He
mean,
didn't snap back, which could be good.
yeah. He needs 3 to kill us, right? So.
Home in
Oh, there it is.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my
guess
god,
we're
he had the Sinister Strike. Yeah, nothing to do. Dragon into 5-cost heal. Yeah, that's it.
Explorer comes prepared.
Don't have it, no.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, tough
I don't
game.
think a lot of decks can even deal with that.
Yeah.
Like, good quality decks. That start was just insane.
Yeah,
Our mediocre deck stood no chance.
yeah. It's kind of like, it feels bad, but it's also your toughest, probably your toughest opponent too. The class that kind of
Yeah.
counters your class
Well, I
going
am
first.
going second for sure.
Yeah.
Versus Malfurion. I must protect those. For Lordaeron.
I would say Druid would be like a decent matchup against Paladin, except we don't have ways to deal with the taunts, which usually Paladin does have ways, but
Just keep door guide.
yeah. Yeah, that's a tough game. I don't think any play we make differently would have mattered. that's the problem. Like, I don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just had a bonkers curve.
Yeah. Like top tier 1-drop, top tier 2-drop.
The only play we could have really done differently that probably turns out the same would have been to coin a 2-drop with no 2-drop in hand to follow up. But you just can't make that play ever.
Yeah, you can't make that play. But even the 2-drop wouldn't even have done well
Right,
against.
because he just trades the
Yeah.
3.
And then his
Dude,
taunt
it's 2
taunts
or
us out.
3 of that.
Yeah, and his taunt taunts us out anyways. So it's no point in doing
Yeah.
anything.
I think we took like 12 from that 1-drop.
Maybe decision here. With which 3?
Candle Taker? Because of swipe? Coin swipe? Or we could also trade the 1/1s in and then value trade the 2/2. Play the blowtorch.
Yeah, I think I like Blowtorch here. Just because it's. Yeah, it also that gets better trades with the Adol too.
Sure, and then do you want to
I'll trade the
2/2
1/1s.
in first?
Yeah, I'll trade.
the 1/1s?
Yeah, I'll trade the 1/1s. Yeah, just to guarantee at least we'll have something on the board. All right. It's like turn 3. It's what do they have? Right? They have bees. You can coin a scorpion. So it's like, yeah. Or you can.
Ace is the place, I guess.
Yeah, let's go.
Play the
Yeah.
drop?
Yeah, 4-drop.
Your presence
That secret's gonna be, or that quest is gonna be scary though, depending what it pulls.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't go up this turn at least, which is good. I had an opponent pull a Marsh Hydra on me, and I was not happy. Turn
Yeah.
5 Marsh Hydra.
6.
It's not the worst. I mean, do we care about it that much?
Not really. I mean, we could go Tiger phase.
That's what I was thinking. We could, like, Hand of Vidal on the 2-1 and, like, Candle Taker and trade.
Yeah, probably not. I'm probably okay with
Yeah.
Tiger phase.
Yeah, I mean, we got a race at this point, right?
Yeah. Also, like, swipe is not super good on like, you can't swipe hero power, and hero power costs 3 for him. So it's like, does he trade into the 4-2 hero power? Does he value trade the 2-1, or like what is he doing with the 5-3? So I think, yeah, Tiger's here, and his Tiger's clunky next turn too.
Yeah.
Like, I could see 5-3 trade 4-2 hero power, but has nothing behind here.
I mean, 3-drop triggers the quest, right? Which could be bad. Yeah, this will trigger the quest too. Oh wow, we got lucky. Trade 2 on the Brightwing, 3-drop, 5 face.
Yeah. See what we discover. Need something bigger here.
We have Faceless Corruptor left. I think we probably still take it. Or would you take Hothead since we've Hand of Vidal in hand? Or even just his Hothead? It might be Hothead. We might just be trying to close out the game at this point.
Yeah, I think Hothead probably fine here. We don't, like, 3 turns away for Alex. It's just, yeah, no need, I think. Yep.
Spell Power Swipe could suck here, but...
Oh, power swipe, yeah.
Starfall? No,
Oh,
Corruptor, that's fine.
sure. Kill.
I mean, not great, right? But...
I mean, I'd probably go Hothead or Doll.
Yeah, and Smork.
Yeah, and Smork. Like, his best play is probably Tyrant, like something like that. But even...
Yeah, but then he's... I guess then he's at 1.
Yeah.
Bomber will save us again.
And if he goes like Big Taunt, we have 8 damage from Corruptor.
Right, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. You want to save the 8 damage.
Yeah.
This is...
That's
good
enough. That is enough. Yeah. Clears board here. Oh my god. Oh.
What?
He's super overloaded next turn.
Wait. He's crazy.
Maybe he sees this as the only way.
Bomber?
Should we try Bomber here?
I spot the lethal. Do you spot the lethal?
Yeah, sure. I'd try it here.
Never lucky. That's pretty good though.
That is pretty good.
And then freeze 2/2 maybe?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. He's overloaded 4 mana. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Clearing both our minions should prove quite a task on 5 mana. Corruptor, even Corruptor doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Bomber, you failed us this time.
Yeah. Actually, you killed the 1-drop. It's not bad. Alright, pretty good.
I mean, 6 wins with this deck I'll definitely take, so any more and I'm very happy.
Let's do it. Well, we can't stop now. Right at the infinite.
Mini boss time.
I mean, honestly, you've been playing super well. Like, I'm just trying to give you like confirmation of plays, maybe different ideas on how to approach different turns. But honestly, you've been playing super well. Like, so.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest issue is since I play such a large amount of games, I tend to not always be trying like I'm trying right now.
Yeah, I hear
And
you.
like actually thinking, I get in like a zone and then I'm just sort of making plays.
Yeah. Autopilot. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand. It's
Just Olvir here.
yeah. Yeah, I understand. It's like sometimes you just don't even bother analyzing your turns. You just play. I do that sometimes too. Like if I'm just like chilling. So.
I think what I should probably do is like use my account on Asia and just use that as like a for
Okay.
fun, like
Yeah, testing and stuff.
and
Yeah.
try hard on it. Yeah. We have the 6 Shield of Honor combo. Are we gonna top deck Ritualist again?
Ritualist. Yeah. He full kept this guy. Oh my god. They always have this card or what? Fuck.
Just bronze.
Yeah.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Damn. I'm greedy.
You want Plague?
I do.
We don't have a 5.
Yeah, we don't have a 5.
And
Damn.
we have another Explorer probably next turn. We don't hit a 4-drop either. To maybe hit it like a Drake or something. I think I want Scale Lord probably. Although I could definitely see.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. I'm just trying to cut my greedy side out. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm so greedy because it's so hard for Rogue to deal with that card. Like basically don't have sap. You need the only way to do it is
like
yeah.
8% or something stupid.
Yeah, like the only way you can deal with this like
The synergy. We can give him a Shield of Honor.
yeah, discover first. Just think about whether we want to trade or not. We have a 5, so I think we want the meat here.
Yeah, I like an Exia too.
Yeah, Spellkin's pretty crappy in Paladin. Other classes, it's insane.
We're playing Shield, right?
Yes, I think I trade.
Yeah, I think I trade too.
It's. I think if
Like we just get super punished
Yeah.
by a sap or something.
yeah, or coerce or anything. There's a lot of things kill this. So okay. Yeah, especially our 5-drops, we don't have initiative, so can't really swing it back.
I mean, if he trades Vile Fiend here, we're pretty happy.
Yep.
And now he has our crappy Shield of Honor that we get to play around for the rest of the game.
So many options.
Sure. Stats and trade.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, stats and trade. It's 5/6 is fine. Usually I like the tiger, but I think with the gyrocopter, things can't go too wrong, so you still have a chance. But 5/6 is fine. So like for example, like if he plays like 2-drop coerce, he has a 3/3 and a 2-drop, but then you have the gyro, so it's not the end of the world. Like if he plays a 5/5 here, you're pretty happy, but you're obviously sad if he has coerce 2-drop.
This is
I think
fun.
this is happy. Yeah, this is happy.
Trading. Wow, wow.
It's actually good because our turn 6 is bad. It's good for him.
Probably just Tiger. I think I value the freeze for 1 mana later.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep, I agree. Can't remove it, so 3 and 4, I guess, next turn.
Probably.
You didn't need that.
Shit.
Hi, joke's on you, bro. We
6
don't have
mana.
any spells.
6 mana, 5/6. Oh! Slam that or what?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we could freeze, go face, maybe?
Freeze
Probably just
face.
hand.
So what happens if he freeze phase? Coin pick croc kills the 5/5. And then we have a Bone Wraith. Oh no, sorry, we have a 5/5. And then
Yeah.
we have to deal with a 5/6 and a 5/6. So I think, yeah, I think we've killed this. I think it's a little too hairy. We might even consider the Torch hero power play. But let's see what we draw first. It might be Torch hero power. It's a bit more power and it breaks his dagger up. So
Yeah, I think I agree.
yeah, positioning.
Act now.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said earlier, Betrayal's the one card I actually
Yeah, you
position
play around. Nice.
even when I'm not playing against rogues.
Grade's getting low.
Damn.
That's annoying. I mean, at least he's getting it out now, so we can Onyxia Cleaner, maybe?
Yep.
This place is scary.
That sucks.
Yeah, it kind of sucks there.
Could we weed out the dagger this turn with the blowtorch?
Better be something good.
Not quite.
Damn.
Did a pretty good turn there.
Yeah. And we don't have a good turn here. So you can go. Probably just want stats. I don't think it's the Bone Wraith. So
Just smug hero power.
yeah.
Do you want to trade too?
Yeah, keep the smug alive. So let's say he.
Job's done. We'll be
Like coerce or stat, maybe?
I mean, if he, like, let's say he kills this and then he hero powers, we drop a Nexia, it's still pretty good.
Lines up well against our Onyxia, but... we
Oh,
could,
this
like,
is good.
Pyro or something.
Yeah, killing off the 2/5 is good there.
locked and
Opts to use the Rifleman over Dagger, really?
Guess he wants the 2/2. Oh, this is really good. Is it good enough? Is it ever? Is it on Nexia this turn? I think it might be. Like, he gets 2 trades off, but I mean, you're gonna have something left.
Yeah,
Like, what's the alternative, right? Gyro?
like... I was thinking Hero Power Faceless, trade the 1/3, trade the 2/2.
I think that's a little bit weak, but I mean, it plays around Plague Scientist. But I don't know. I think Nexia is hard to play
Yeah,
too, and this
I
is a pretty safe turn.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Onyxia's fine here.
Yeah. Even if you Plague Scientist, you're 8/8. You got 6/1/1s.
We still clear the board, right?
Yeah, you still
Although we can Hero Power one.
Yeah.
And now we can like Corruptor Bone Wraith to protect the second half of the remaining health on the Corruptors.
This could be interesting if he gets like Fan here. Fan, Coerce,
Yeah.
Assassinate. Oh, no Assassinate, not enough mana.
I actually think I want the 1/1s more than I want the 8/8.
Yeah. Oh, Cold-Blooded.
Cold Blood.
That's okay.
trading,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, that's okay. This is good. This is good.
And he trades the 1/3 too, huh? Why would... What?
Oh, does that change anything? It keeps a 4-3 up. So you could go like...
I mean, we have so much resource, I don't think I hate it.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not going to have much of a board too often, so... I mean, do you have board space for 2 minions? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Wait. Okay, I see what you want to do. So you want to Bone Wraith, Corruptor, Wave,
Yeah, then...
and not... Yeah.
Yeah.
How about a new life? How about a new life?
Get out of my game with your betrayals.
Yeah.
This is also just aesthetically pleasing to me.
Perfectly symmetrical.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, tough game for him to come back.
Yeah, I mean, he had Biofiend on 2 and a 3-4, but... I mean, that Tolvir plus Shield of Honor has been really good for us.
Yeah. Well, his turn 5 was bad, right? Like Mugger going into the 5-6.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah, so
And then he played an understated 6-drop.
just slightly better than our understated 6 mana play.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, Wretched Tutor, that could have been a big turn for him. The big AoE.
That's gotta be too slow.
Are we board locked? We are board locked here.
Trade a 1-1, freeze the Vagrant, go face.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Develop the 5 power. Yep. So you want the 5/5 between the 1/1s, I guess? Yeah. You know what you're doing. Alright.
Face is the only place.
Nice.
Except for when you need board space.
So let's see. Colossus. Colossus does not do it.
Right, because the Gyro.
Yeah, well, Gyro, it's not super good against Colossus, but... Oh my god, this guy has a sap!
The mythical sap.
Oh my
I had a
goodness.
deck with 2, and all the rest of my rogue drafts, I've never been offered sap. It has a really low rate.
Yeah, for some reason it's like... nerfed forever.
I mean, it's a really good card, so...
Yeah, but there's so many good cards to nerf. It's like, why that one? Oh my god. At 1? 1 HP?
That's an upgrade. Probably.
I mean... Alright.
So not dead, huh?
We
I was
can...
too busy looking up the percentage of saps. I mean, start with maybe finding lethal?
Yep. Abusive. Let's go. Damn.
Sporling's kind of bogged though.
Sporling can be good. We have to be careful with the betrayal positioning for Sporling.
Does that work?
Yeah,
I guess
because
it's
it does work.
deals damage,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm. I think you always
Like-
start with Bone Wraith, right? Because Bone Wraith will block the 5/4, the 7/4.
Yeah, I was thinking like Bone Wraith, Candle Taker, Hero Power, Sporling.
You could even just play the
Trade
net.
the 1/1 maybe.
Could
What were you thinking?
That's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I would probably be more aggressive, but that's fine. Sporling, Hero Power, trade 1/1, yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Jandis is in 6% of decks, and Sap is in 6.4% of decks.
Nice, legendary, yeah.
Probably the most picked legendary, but
Yeah. I think Sap, if Sap was like 20% of decks, I think that would be decent, healthy balance, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Sep's, yeah. Great. We're at 7 with this deck.
Nice.
And we take it all the way.
Nice. Or have we been a bit lucky going first, or?
I think we've gone first a lot of our games. I don't know if you can check that or not.
Yeah, I can check. Think. Oh no, I can't. No.
I'll check manually.
Arthas versus Thrall. For Doomhammer. For Lordaeron.
Shaman at 7 wins.
Slightly lucky. We've gone first 5 times and second 3 times.
Yeah, okay.
Just keep 2, 3.
Yeah,
Probably not 5.
keep 2-3 here is fine. Yeah. You probably want a different 5. We're probably looking for like True Silver. Okay.
Kind of clunky, but
What? Could be coin 3-3. See what happens here. For sure, pass. I'm okay with the 2 here if you like it.
I kind of want a 3-3.
So you want to go 3-3 and then what's turn 4? 2 and 1?
Rustworn 1 and then hopefully Corruptor on either the Death Rattle or the 1-1.
How about actually,
Puts at turn 4 or otherwise a 3 drop.
because I was thinking 2-3 coin Corruptor, but
Oh, I see, yeah.
it might be worse because if he goes Portal this turn, it's really bad. We're off the board. So maybe just the Saboteur is fine. Yeah, Saboteur probably is okay. Because I'm thinking like if he portals the 2-2 and then free trades the 1-1, then you have 2.
Yeah, we're in trouble
we're in
for
big
sure.
trouble.
Just take the value, play the 3 drop.
Yeah, I think that's
Or
fine.
the Dragon Breath.
Mm-hmm.
We have Dragonling Mechanic, our all-star.
Mm-hmm.
Look what I found.
That sucks.
Did we get him with the hero power?
I think we do. Saboteur are pretty clutch.
Yeah, Saboteur's
Oh.
been good for us. Really? Trading? Doesn't answer.
Oh, the
Wait.
heals? No, that's no good here.
What?
Yeah, that's not very good.
Mechanic?
Yeah, mechanic's fine. Kind of sucks that it gets traded off, but we still have a 2-4 against a 2-1. Yep. And it's better than a 1-1 versus nothing.
Yeah, I mean, hero power Rustworn is okay. We actually get sort of punished, right? Although he could have cleared anyways with that, so it didn't matter actually. 2 and 3.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens here. I think it's fine.
We have 2 rush cards, right? A rush on turn 6 and a rush on turn 7. Maybe Herald for value?
Yeah, I want the Herald for value. Twilight Drake, you run into like Earth Shock, you're sad. He could full clear and leave a 4-1. So he can go 2-1, trade, sorry, leave a 4-2.
4-2.
Yeah.
But that's his whole turn. I mean, this is better for him, right?
Trade, he's gonna leave the 1-1, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for him to trade the 2-1 into a 1-1, so punish him here. Do we punish him? We do, right?
Is it ever true silver?
2 silver trade and then 1/1. So we have a
Yeah.
2 silver.
And a 1/1 versus 2/1.
Actually, that's not too bad, because it's you can do it next turn pretty naturally. So it's yeah, I like it. Let's do it. Kill the Murloc, I think.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty. Job's done.
It's a little bit weaker. It's what is it? It's a
It's a little slower, right?
yeah, but I think it's
We
fine.
had a 4-2 or 2 4-2s versus a 2-1.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, I think you just corrupt her here. What do you have afterwards? You leave a 4/2.
I mean, we can full clear, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
full.
you mean we have a 4-2?
Yeah, we have a 4/2. Yeah, I think
it's
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Worm, otherwise we have a 5-1, or a 5-3 versus 2-1.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Reporting for duty. How about a new? How about
I mean, we just have more value than our opponent at this point, so. Haven't played any cards that cost 4 or more. That's a good card.
Good
but
card for us,
free to
though.
basic win. Yeah, I feel like our Saboteur is really good. Like, it's just
Saboteur.
made his turn so awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always Worm here, right?
Yeah,
Worm
always
hero
worm.
power.
Yep. It's good. Does his will his 1-drop swing the game, right? It's like probably not. Maybe
Wand Thief?
maybe
Oh.
Wand Thief. Oh. Well, it's hard to race him here too. Damn, Shield of Honor.
Is that card a hex?
We haven't given him any hex targets, yeah. Can we take 8? Like, can we go like
I
Herald?
think we can take 8 probably.
Like, yeah, Herald Ventricle is just max stats, so I don't know.
Then what we can either Smug Senior or play our spells out.
Yeah. So
I think
yeah, I think we can do it.
the other line is like Smug Senior, Hand of a Doll, and Prey doesn't have hex, but I think we just are in a really bad spot if he has hex.
Yeah.
So you want to do 3 and 5?
Yeah, 3/5. 3/5 in face. Like at this point we can outrace him, so he might even trade.
I mean, we have
Yeah, he's gonna
5,
trade.
10. We have 20 damage with the 5 in hand. So, yeah, trading sign. Well, that card's really good in Shaman.
Yeah. Burst Shock is bad here. We kind of need the value.
So does that mean he doesn't have hex? If he traded into Ventrico there?
Yeah, he might not. Is there ever Wrath here?
Trade Wrath, play a 4/4, and have a 7 drop versus a 4/4?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's the alternative. Smug trade. It's pretty bad too. Smug a doll into an 8/1. Or do we pop it first?
Really awkward turn.
Boozor do?
Is it ever 6/6 4/4 or 4/4 Hand of a Doll on a 4/4 and trade into the 3/5? Have a 6/6 and a 4/4 versus an 8/1 and a spell power? Or you just want a smug hand?
Yeah, maybe Smug hand, hero power, and then trade off the 3/5.
Do we hand again? Probably not.
Probably not.
Doesn't change anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Avenging Wrath is the first one I saw, but he had the Earth Shock.
I mean, 2-4? That's pretty good. We'll take it.
We'll take it, yeah.
There's what, 3 or 4 4/4s? So... wasting 6 mana? Does that mean he has like an AoE or something as his last card, probably?
He has another 1-cost spell.
Yeah, 1-cost spell and then whatever.
Like, probably just... It's probably just bronze. Like, it might just be bronze, hero power. Or you can go bronze, Adol, bronze.
I think I want to do the hand over the hero power.
Okay. Should be fine. You leave a 4/3, I guess. Injured.
I just feel like I'm less worried about us not getting the value like we would need with our hero power. I'm more concerned about us dying. Still 4-drop? Or is it 3 and Worgen maybe?
I'll play the 4-drop here. Yeah, the 3 just dies pretty clean.
To the 2-1 and the
Yeah,
1.
if he wants it, yeah.
No secrets to punish.
I know, yeah. Can we generate secrets anyway? No, we can't. This deck has like no ability to generate.
Yeah, Bronze Explorer is our only thing. Is the Stormforge? Fine. I mean, we're taking it. That's pretty good. Start there.
Nice top deck. Yeah.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Oof. I mean, a 4-mana 8/8 and then a Candle Taker is not the worst. Right? What's our...
And he has 8 on board. I mean, Avenging Wrath just doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
I think it's probably Nosdormu and Candle Taker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we can Blessing of Might on our 2/3 if he doesn't kill it.
Yeah. Or kill us, but...
Or kill us, yeah. Oh, please go face.
Oh, he is
Ooh.
going face. I don't think we out-heal it.
No, I think we're gonna be forced to use Avenging Wrath here, probably.
Okay, so let's see what we want to do here. So for sure we go Blessing.
Blessing's always happening on the 2/3.
And then I guess the 2/3 trades into the Taunt.
What would Uther do?
And then we
And
play
then the
Avenging.
3... And then trade the 3/2 and the 3/3.
Yeah, and then play Avenging, I guess.
And
Yeah.
then Avenging, and then see what happens, and maybe go face with the 8/8.
Yeah. You heal for 5, you go up to 9, trade, then Avenging. Take it.
Kill it?
I'd kill it for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't want to die this.
Yeah. I might Divine Shield something here, just to keep the Nosdomu alive. Yeah, Shield of Honor to Nosdomu. Yeah. Because that's, you're gonna win off this card. Like
I
if
was
you...
thinking play Worgen and then Shield next turn, but I guess this plays around like a Lava Burst or something.
Yeah, because your hand is like pretty weak. You lose the big guy, you're gonna lose this game.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Yay, we
There
won.
we go.
Yay. Nice. He
I
had a,
always feel weird, like when I get decent scores with decks that are just like like
yeah.
mediocre, and then
Uh,
I go like 2 wins with like bonkers, stupid amounts of generation decks, and I feel
yeah.
terrible.
Sometimes like the simple decks are the best, right? Like fancy
Well, I mean,
decks are, you know,
we have a game plan, we stick to it, and we either get there or we don't,
yeah.
basically.
He had a good start too. The whole fishy flyer, all those
Yeah.
flyer turns took us a while to stabilize. Hmm. I
I mean, it's Corruptor, right, is the only question.
yeah, yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
but okay, good.
I mean, maybe. We have first day, right? So we're
Hmm.
probably gonna be on board.
It's tough. Mirror matchup. Our deck is probably worse than his. Huh.
Coin 2.
Do we bother with the risky? I think we save risky.
We could also just pass, play it slower. Because we have the risky for AoE if we need it.
Yeah, I think we pass. We'll probably play the death rattle next turn.
I wanted a one-drop that we could play, but oh god.
Oh no.
Well, this is okay, right? We
This
can
is
play...
okay.
Which one do you want to play?
I play the 2/2 Divine Shield, I think. Oh, sorry, the
This
2/2
one?
Death Rattle, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure we have something.
Where does the magic come from?
Next turn we can like Hand of Vidal, Abusive Sergeant maybe?
Yeah, ideal.
Yeah, if he does nothing. Let's hope. Kept 2 other cards. Oh, I guess that was top deck.
It's good.
Well, now I want it for sure, yeah. Hand Abusive?
Looks good.
We have the 4-1 to line up on the 3-4.
Yeah, now we want the Corruptor back for sure.
Yeah.
This is not bad. Hopefully no Scorpion or Consect or something. Even Consect's not super good here, but we don't want him to have any chance.
Yeah, Scorpion would suck because he develops too, but... Oh, we can Avenging Wrath with our spell power.
Hahaha.
6 combos.
Reporting for duty.
Our hands is just so meh.
Yeah, it's a lot of meh cards. I guess the only question here is, do you go with the 5/5? Dragonling is just so bad on this turn.
Yeah, it's so bad.
What would Uther do?
So
I mean, the 5/5 lines up pretty good against a 3/3 and a 1/1. He probably trades the 1/1 with the 3/3.
yeah, and
I mean, maybe Dragonling's okay. I mean, it feels bad, but it lines up pretty well, right? Like,
honestly I don't really want to play something that can be taken off the board because we have no way to get back on the board, right?
so you wanna just
Yeah,
Tiger
Coin Tiger, yeah.
and trade?
Yeah, trade. Because, like, for example, like if we play Dragonling and he gets rid of it, we're just gonna be on the back foot for a couple of turns because we have nothing in our hand that
Yeah.
really gets us back in the game. Like,
I mean, Risky's the only thing. Really.
yeah, risky or a good avenging. Like you could play risky on this turn, can't you?
If we hit a 2-drop. I mean, we could still do it, but it's not as good.
I mean, you could risky Tolvir hero power. Is that any good? And then trade.
It's probably fine, right?
Seems
Protects
okay.
our 5/1.
Oh, you can't hero power. Shit.
Oh yeah.
And if you play the Dragonling, then the 2/1 dies. Is that
Yep.
what happens?
Yeah, because it's after.
Which path to choose?
Is there ever trade Tolvir and then Blowtorch?
I think that's probably fine, right? Then he trades the.
Yeah.
But then he gets to kill the tiger, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. So we have a 3/4 against his 6-drop.
And now,
I think that's probably what I would do. Doesn't feel super good. But I don't think the risky here is that great either, because we don't
Yeah,
get the hero
no.
power.
If we top decked a 2-drop, that would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
Like a ritualist would have been the bonkers draw.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So then we could heal our guys up too.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have any buffs, so
This locks him out of a 4/4 plus hero power too, so I think this is fine. Now we could risky venture go.
yeah, I think that's okay.
And trade.
Yeah, trade.
I'll show you who's boss.
It just puts a really big dude on the board, right?
Yeah. Lines up well to 7/7 and
Can't play both 4/4s either, so. Okay. Ooh.
The only thing is we can't kill off the Ventricle unless we kill off the 1/2. In which case we can't kill off the 4/10. So it might just be like bump Avenging Wrath or I don't know. Or do we want to kill off the Ventricle?
What if we...
We could double bump and play a bunch of small stuff.
I think that's probably not good. I think Ventrico's gonna have to carry us.
Yeah, so I think it's Ventricle Avenging Wrath. Yeah, that's probably the only play. And then push for 1. I hate this animation.
Yeah, all the animations that deal 1 damage. This one's even worse than the other ones. Reno's pretty bad, but this one is probably longer than Reno. If he doesn't kill it, we can maybe, like, ritualist it?
Yeah, Ritualist Hero Power. Oh, yikes.
Not good, not good. You're so right. Start with Explorer, I guess.
So it looks like it's Explorer Mechanic, eh? So,
Yeah, probably.
okay.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Damn.
Draw Corruptor? I think that's how we win. I don't think Onyxia gets us there.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, if our deck had good cards, I'd say like Onyxia and draw some of our good cards, but I think we just need DQA to win.
Yeah, I think so too. It's just our next turn is gonna be bad, but okay.
Nah, we just always top deck Corruptor like gods.
Yeah.
I mean, this turn was terrible too, but we can like stall with wave or something, so.
Oh shit. He has good cards.
This is unfair.
This is unfair.
Oh
Oh
my
my god.
goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I mean, do we wait and play it when we can play a dragon, or do we just play it as an 8/8?
An 8/8 here is not bad actually. He has to put I mean he has to put the 7/5 and the 2/1 into it. It's not the
Yeah.
worst, unless you want to play Dragon Queen with the wave, but our life would be cut in half.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Yeah,
I think we
it's just
can.
DQA.
Yeah, I think we can look for a better turn next turn too with wave.
Yeah, wave and corruptor, and
Yeah.
if he goes face, then we can maybe get some spicy stuff.
Light
Yeah.
and hope.
Wave and then 2 good dragons for 1 mana. Not the best.
We got another DQA though.
Yeah. Okay,
I mean, not great, right?
not the
That's
best.
probably a low roll, honestly. I don't know. I wonder what the average is for dragon stats.
Oh
That's
dang.
not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ow. Oh, the synergy. Torga.
Synergy. Okay, well, do we ever start with Bomber to try to clear the 1/1?
Like, if it clears the 1/1 and hits the Wrapped Golem, we're really, really happy.
Like ecstatic.
I think it might be worth it, honestly. Because then we can save our wave, potentially. Or no, we could use it and keep our corruptors. Yeah, I think I like Bomber first.
Okay, try. Very
Come on, Bomber.
Yeah, gotta be pretty lucky here though. Oh, that's that's a start. Okay.
That's decent.
Okay, I mean Discover's okay, right?
Yes, discovered.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Might be the
Heal
heal.
him?
Yeah. Okay. So we go tour guide. Do we ever wave here?
Here for the tour.
We could wave and like just kill off stuff. Wave corruptor, kill stuff.
How about a new eye? How about a new eye?
I mean, this is a pretty big swing, right?
Yeah, it's probably not enough, right?
Yeah. Not
We
bad.
can always draw our Bronze Explorer into another DQA.
A good explorer.
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Look at this guy playing good cards.
I mean, if he
Rude.
just plays bronze 4/4 and hero power, it might be all right.
Yeah, no, we could. Oh.
Two wrap golems. All right.
This could be unfortunate.
Yeah.
Taking the trace too. I guess he is kinda close to that. Not really though.
Yeah, this is tough. Like, do we ever just trade the 2/3?
That's what I'm thinking. Trade the 2/3, like Neferset, evasive, Bone Wraith, hero power, something like that.
Yeah, it might even just be the Watcher. No,
Watcher,
not
yeah.
Watcher, no. It would be Neverset, Feywing, Bone Wraith, hero power. Yeah, I'd probably take the value trade because I think you never win with the 2/3 on the board. Yeah. This really sucks. Like, we have 2 4/4s against 2 Wrap Golems. It's tough. Like, he kills this 2/5, and then his 4/2 kills your Feywing. So,
Yeah. And then we probably take 7.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think we win this game here. It's even Deathwing.
Man, losing to good cards feels bad, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, oh, playing a mirror match, going second. This guy probably has a better deck, clearly. Sanctuary, Justice, 2 Wraps, and a Tyrant, and an Explorer. Yeah. Pretty sure it's beating our Dragon Link mechanic, Venture Co. Avenging Wrath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you're proud, bud. Yeah, I mean, it's like decks like these, it's like his deck's pretty straight up, right? Like it's not super cheesy or anything like that. Like it's just quality cards. So it's hard to be super upset. Like,
Yeah, I mean, there's just not a lot we could have done.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, do we even play this, or do we just right?
no, I don't think you. I don't think you play it. I think you bottom right. Yeah,
We could live one more turn. But
yeah.
what's the point?
Nothing we can draw can win the game.
I think we just have to, like a deck like this, I think you just gotta play it basically how we played it, and like
For
you
sure.
take your wins when you can get them, and when you fight a deck that's just too good, it's just too good, right?
Yeah. I mean, his Rap Golem is worth like 3 of our cards, so.
Well, yeah, and we just couldn't deal with it.
Yeah. So.
We didn't have 3 cards to put into it.
Yeah. It looked like we had a chance. It looked like, well, we were ahead after the Ventrico turn, but the 410 was instantly like hard enough for us to deal with. It's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
well, we needed to just like go face basically at that point.
Yeah. Like maybe if he played the 410, we had like Libram, and then Hero Power, and then push 7, push 8, or whatever. Maybe. Like even this looks like a bad start here. I hate this
Yeah.
1-drop. So good.
Yeah, it's pretty juicy. It's a 4-3 for 1. We were actually probably fine too when we did the Wave of Apathy swing turn, but then the second Rap Golem just totally shredded us.
Yeah. Actually, that was a pretty good turn for us, the apathy turn. Like, we went from nothing to, like, a full board of stuff. Not the best stuff, but it's still stuff. And, you know, if you didn't have proper way to react, then maybe, you know, maybe could build off of it. But, yeah, this is a bad turn, though. I mean, it's not much you can do. You can save the shield for a trade up next turn. Yeah.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, yeah. Dragonling's also not very good next turn.
Right. Dragonling has been not good every turn we've played it.
Yeah. Well, we have Corruptor with it, so maybe it's okay. I don't know. Well, going first against Paladin. Paladin, like most classes, kind of suck ass going first in this meta, I feel like.
Except for Paladin and Hunter.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, did I say going first? I meant going second. Most classes suck going second. Like,
Oh.
yeah, like more so than normal. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well, Hunter is especially bad going second.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the 1-1 always goes into the Sun Go, right?
Yeah. And I mean the 2-1 always goes into the 2-1, I think. And then you just play Dragonling. Yeah. You didn't want to give him the like if he has kings or true silver, we're gonna have a tough turn.
Yeah. And he hasn't used coin. So.
Oh,
Ooh.
draw 3. Oh, draw
Yeah.
draw 2.
Probably sacks it then. Though he's full on cards if he does, he'll mill a card. He's gonna burn a card.
He's
That
gonna.
was
Oh, I
a
thought he was gonna
waste of a
coin.
1-1.
Yeah.
Oh, coin the 2-1, yeah, I forgot.
Do you ever apathy here, or is it always corruptor?
I don't want a corruptor.
You might play the you might go shield even. Like, we can think about this turn a little bit. So if you go apathy, trade, explorer, doesn't seem very good.
Can we ever? That's terrible. I was thinking like Tide Hunter, Bronze Explorer, value trade. Like we're gonna lose the value game anyways, right?
Yeah, so you have a 2-1, but you're gonna lose the Bronze Explorer, maybe?
If he wants to trade the Cult Master, and yeah, or he could value trade the 1/1 with the Cult Master. We have a 2/1, a 2/1, and a 2/3.
You know what? I think I'm okay with that, yeah. So let's go with the Explorer and Tide Hunter. I don't mind the value trade. Okay. It's also damage too.
Proto Drake.
Yeah. I think we can stitch together some turns.
Yeah, I mean like he just drew what 3 cards anyways, so I don't know that it really matters if we try and get rid of the Cult Master there. Consecrate's bad, right? That's his whole turn.
I might shield.
Bash face.
Yeah, I might shield Corruptor Bash Face. Let's see what he does here. Maybe Hero Powers, which is pretty
Could be
good.
Avenging Wrath potentially too.
I mean, you could trade 1/2/2. One of the yeah.
Trade the 2 to Murloc in, and then Corruptor the 1/1, and still Shield of Honor smack face.
I would, yeah. Make sure to attack with the 1/1 first, yeah. Yeah.
How about a new eye? How about a new eye?
Get him, Dragonling Mechanic.
Yeah, get him. Show him who's boss.
That is incredible.
I mean, it's been okay with Corruptor, but I used to feel okay playing a Dragonling Mechanic, but it feels so bad now.
Rip this guy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to read these.
I don't know. I think I saved the Avenging here.
Yeah, I kind of want to use Wave here.
Yeah, I might wave a doll the 7/3 and then play the 4/2. Like it might just be something like that.
Yeah, I like that. So start with hand.
Yeah. And then do you trade? I think I trade here. You're in a
Double trade?
Yeah, I think I double trade. You're in a pretty good position too.
Threatening lethal.
Yeah.
And we have our 6 mana.
6 for 8.
Yeah, 6 for 8. I was trying to think of another card that does that, but there isn't. Inner Demon, I guess, is 8 damage.
So we have 12.
12. So we need.
Oh, we
5.
win.
He's
No, we
dead.
win. Yeah, he's dead. Nice. Easy game. Go first. Make Dragonling Mechanic look like a god.
Yeah, honestly, we're raising the win rate.
Yeah. Nice.
I was a little nervous because he had a Sungill on 1, but
Yeah.
we had a good Corruptor turn.
Yeah, good Corruptor turn and instantly apply pressure. Like his turns are just too bad, like too slow and bad. Like
Yeah.
he's playing
Really
yeah.
the other. What matchup was that? Was that also a Paladin? Where they just. Yeah, they coined out Bronze Explorer. It was similar
Yeah.
to that matchup.
Bronze
That's what it
Explorer
felt like.
into a 2/2. Yeah, he played a 2/2 on turn 5. So I mean, like this guy played a 2/2 on turn 5. Right after a big Cult Master turn, it's I don't know. It just feels super greedy, right?
Yeah, 9 wins. Let's go.
9 wins.
Yeah, honestly, the wins have felt like mostly off the back of like True Silver and Corruptor, right?
Yeah,
To get us like ahead in that mid game area, and
yeah.
then we just sort of close it out.
Like Corruptor is still super good. It's just that the swing is obviously not as good in the late game. Like if you hit Corruptor on turns 5 and 6, like it's still a huge swing turn, but it's just not as good nowadays in like the later turns. And obviously the earlier turns, so the swing's just not as good. It's crazy how like 1 or 2 expansions can make like an insane card so less good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's I mean um yeah, I mean we're Paladin is not a good class going second, so if we can hit one of these huge swing turns early, like they fall off the board, they're kind of done, right? Like we feel it too. So if we go second and we get blown out like that, we're gonna feel it. But 2 Corruptors in this deck. I mean, Paladin's a really good deck for a Corruptor, so
Totally. I like Corruptor and Shaman and Paladin, just because it's so
yeah,
synergistic
guaranteed.
together.
Yeah, guaranteed. Shield of Honor, pretty good. That would have been a Hand of Protection. So
Yeah, true, true.
that was a pretty good pickup there. Didn't really have to give up much. What else is really good in this deck?
Yeah, Shield of Honor has actually been impressing me.
Yeah. It's okay. I thought it would be better when I first saw it, but like people compare it to Rampage, right? But
Yeah, it's similar.
but it's better because the Divine
Yeah.
Shield is worth more than 3 health most of the time, so and it only costs 1, so it's significantly better, but it's still not great, but decision.
Awkwardly throw back the bomber.
I
Or
think
we could keep the bomber in case he plays something we want to trade.
we throw it back. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think so.
I think we have enough 2s. We have a doll with the 1, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, we're looking for 6 draws, right? So that's pretty large amount.
I mean, even first day is playable too, right?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I guess we're going face.
With our 3 mana 2/3.
No, or Blessing of Might.
Oh
Yeah. Blessing of Might turn 2 face. Oh my god. That'd be hilarious. It's like, shit, who is this guy? Uh-oh.
Punish for not keeping bomber. Obviously.
Maybe. Oh, a nice draw, nice draw. What does he have? He might have like Divine Shield, Aug Merchant. That's the scariest card with these enrage minions.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
mean, if he does that, right, then we just trade our 1/1s.
Yeah, that's true. Good spot for us.
Bronze value trade and trade a. Do we?
I would kill the 1/2, I think.
Yeah, I think I kill the 1/2. And bronze.
Yeah, no choice here.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Do we
I
want
think
the
the 4
Fey Wing?
drop.
Yeah, I think we want the 4 here. By the time we get to turn 9, we would have forgotten about this pick already. Pretty sure.
Right. And we don't have anything to do next turn, really.
I have trained for days.
Interesting. I hit the 1/1 and play the Failing. We could also Blessing in bronze.
I kind of like. Let's think about this for a second.
What would
I kind of like Blessing here.
You want a Blessing in bronze? I think it's
Yeah.
fine too.
Yeah.
A good explorer comes prepared.
I think we want something playable. So it's not Alex.
Yeah. Do we need the value, or do we want just the body?
I think we take some value here, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So
I
the
mean,
card,
this sort of forces a trade, right?
yeah. So the card I'm thinking about is Fishy. So the Murloc is scary,
Yeah.
but both plays it turns out kind of scary.
That could make me a little nervous.
I think we go 2 minions here, right?
3 in hero power.
Yeah. Just because it opens up options with the Corruptor. Oh god. 4 mana 2/3.
Yes. 4 mana 2/3. Let's go.
Oh god.
Where's your cable rat when you need it? He's huge.
Hmm. Ever smug?
Yeah, it's like. If we play Smug, are we trading then to keep the Smug alive? Which one are we trading then? Probably the 5/1? Or would you rather kill the 5/4?
I'd trade the 5/1. I think if we play Smug, we trade the 5/1. The other play is to freeze the 5/4 and then set up a Corruptor turn, so we have a 5/5. We could do that too.
The 5/5.
The 5/5 is kind of weak
What
too.
if he plays like a Smug Senior or something? Then we just kind of get destroyed, right?
I mean, we have a
We play the
doll,
Frost
right?
Elemental this turn. Oh, that's true. We do have a doll.
But, I mean, it's not the best play, but you could have doll like Corruptor even. But I don't know. I think I like trading the Divine Shield guy and then either Smug or freeze. I'm okay with either. I think Smug is probably okay, but because when we can kill this card, like even if he has like Deadly Shot,
Yeah.
Deadly Shot Hero Power, we can still kill it.
I think I just want the stats out before.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this
Here,
is
we'll
this is
just-
great.
Yeah.
Works out.
Reporting for duty. How about
And our hunter friend is all of a sudden out of cards.
Yep. Hunter actually got hurt quite a bit by that Discover nerf. Explorers not discovering Explorers is a big deal for them.
Yeah, they also got hurt this expansion just from not getting Desert Spear as much,
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they get Desert Spear like 10% less,
which is
which is a big
that
deal.
card
Yeah,
is like
key.
a huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Senior.
I'd probably
I
throw
want a
bodies.
Senior hand actually.
You like Senior Hand?
If we senior hand, we threaten lethal next turn with the other hand.
So you're playing a hand on a Corruptor? You might lose the Tyrant this way.
Oh, true.
I mean,
No, I think it's right to play around the tyrant. Probably 2, 2, and 4 then.
well, I would probably go Spectral with the 2/2, and then push 8, keeping the double hands. But that's probably what I would do.
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
You play one more guy to block Tyrant a little bit. I definitely wouldn't hand the 4/1s.
So where does the magic come from? Actually,
Yeah, I think this is Tyrant isn't always on my mind. I think it's right to play around Tyrant. Like, how do we lose this game? Is a Tyrant getting him back in the game, basically?
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice. Well, yeah.
I mean, there was Paladin going first versus the Hunter, so...
Yeah. Good. Yeah, class going first versus class going second. That's really bad. I mean, his opener was just bad. He coined the 1/2, didn't do anything, and then he followed up with the 2/3, didn't do anything. So it's he needed a better turn or coin play. Like if he had Aug Merchant, then it would have been a different story. Like, yeah.
yeah.
This is well. We also dodged some mages too, right? This whole run.
This is our second mage, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think this is only our second mage, so we dodged some mages, which is pretty lucky.
Yeah. I don't really want the Tide Hunter. Maybe it's too aggressive to mull it.
I think we hold. I think it's fine.
You think it's okay if we
Yeah.
force ping?
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's way worse if we miss.
Okay.
Yeah, it's way worse if we miss here.
Interesting.
So where does the magic come from?
Just play it.
Yeah. Like force ping here, it's kind of like, oh, you coin out a 2/2. Like, we just have to hope that we hit something.
What?
Power for the taking.
Okay. Damn.
I mean, hero power take the trade.
Yeah, I would. Not the. I mean, it's not a good opener for him, but
Not a good opener. For
yeah,
us.
not a good opener for
Sadly.
us. Yeah. We have the True Silver, which is good against most threes, but he's choosing to play like hero power, so like it's such a bad opener, but he's probably still gonna win. Maybe not. Do we
Is it
bother?
ever just
True Silver
without
pass?
True Silver. I think it's probably just True Silver pass.
Yeah.
Ooze is not a card. Ooze is not a card. That's a good draw.
Good draw.
Play it and then
Do we ever wave?
you wanna wave?
This might be the turn to wave because it lets us stick a body.
If we wave, do you want to kill the first half of the
Yeah,
Taker then?
like that's what I would probably do. So I'd kill it and then wave.
Yeah, I think this is fine. We get kind of punished by a polymorph, but
I mean, we'll get punished by Rusted as well.
Rusted, yeah. Rusted's not as bad because he has to trade at least one of his guys.
What to do? What to do?
Really? Ooh, that's a great
Nice draw, nice draw.
Which one do we care about less?
You have Tiger for Beast. Maybe the 0/1 is
Halbor's
better.
just gonna get pinged, right?
Yeah, maybe the 0/1 does more. It's also stealth, so you can use it to trade up. With the blessing, that is. Yeah, I'll do the Hellbore here.
Yeah. Then the question is, do we kill the 1/2 or the 1/1? Probably the 1/1 and the 1/2.
Yeah. I think I leave this 1/2 up.
Yeah, I mean the only punish is like Dark Iron, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
our charge of True Silver is more valuable.
like at this point it might be like
Might just be face time, although it's coming up on Flame Strike. Is it
you could
Hand of
Adolf.
Adolf,
Yeah.
trade, True Silver trade, Ancestral Guardian, Blood Imp?
So I think it's gonna be a Hand of Adol turn. So I'd pick one, yeah. I don't know if I want to trade here.
You just want to go face. We have the Blessing too.
So it's whether we want to trade the 1/2.
I could see trading the 4/3 in and keeping the charge.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then play Ancestral with the Blood Imp and then just push face. I probably would have played the stealth between the corruptors, but play around freeze.
Oh yeah, I was playing more around rolling fireball than conical.
Or combustion, yeah.
Or combustion,
If
yeah. But I guess conical is probably worse.
I think the
I don't know.
cone is the most common, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean cone is the most common, so it's probably correct to play around it. It was actually really nice on the blood imp there.
Yep, that's a good one. Yeah, I
Actually, conical, it was right to not play around conical because we did dragon breath.
sure, yeah. Yeah.
I knew it. I remembered.
Yeah. So we showed 12, 15. Takes a value trade, we have 17, so we'll be down to 7. I don't know. I mean, I just don't think we're gonna win off one, like, draw for draw against this guy. Like, I feel like we kind of have to go all in here.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
Fireball brain freeze or something.
oh my god. This is a disaster.
There goes our board.
Yeah. So I guess it's worm. Oh, does that make a difference? It might. Could keep a 4-1 and then use your charge here.
So do you want a hero power corruptor then?
So is a 4-1 and a 4-4 better than a 5-3 and a 1-1? 5-3 untargetable, right? 5-3 untargetable and a 1-1 versus a 4-1 and a 4-4. I guess
I kind of want the worm.
Okay. I think the worm's probably better, but we can't buff it. But I guess corruptor always happens next turn. Okay. I'd probably still play around cone because he. So I guess we want this buff on the 1-2.
Such skill with
Yeah.
that blood imp.
Keep an extra body. 2, 4, 5. What's the best draw for us?
Attend me. Ready, sir. I have trained for days.
That's somewhat interesting.
We got
I mean, it's
good
got
trades
interrupt
here. Yeah, we got good trades here too. We can full trade and leave stuff on the board.
Yeah. Just do it.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah.
How about a new
So our board improves. That's a pretty weak turn 8 for him.
Yeah. He's had one card. He probably has. Yeah. You can't. Oh, Scorpion. Kept Scorpion in his opener.
Oh,
Jesus.
dang. Shit. Tiger 3 hero power or no?
Yeah, I think it's gotta be.
Yeah.
I was thinking something tricky like Tiger Pass.
Yeah, we could do something like that too. Tiger Pass saving the Dragon Breath.
What does that change?
You can kill off the 2/5 and then you Avenging Wrath next turn, right? So then you have a 3/4 and Blessing turn. Like that's kind of. I don't know if that changes much, but
I think. I think I probably just want to play the Dragon Breath, right? Because let's say he plays like some little guys, then we can just Avenging and hopefully get a lot of damage on board, and then like Tiger, whatever it is. I think I just want to play it all. I think it's probably too tricky to not play it all.
yeah, okay. Tiger play it all. Yeah, so you basically give up the Dragon Breath to the 5/2.
Right, yeah. But if he wants to take that trade... See, I was thinking he would put the 2/5 into the 3/4 and hero power it.
Oh
Just
yeah,
make the 5
yeah,
too.
yeah. You
And
might
then we
do.
have Avenging Wrath to clean up. Like, this is fine. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Yeah.
Blessing, Avenging Wrath, and Prey.
Yeah. This.
Do we wait another turn?
I don't know if we can wait because if we play Smug, he shoots it for 3. 5/2 goes in. The 4/10 still lives. Then we eat 8. I don't know. I don't think our position improves next turn.
So just Blessing, Avenging.
Yeah. We need to kill this 4/10 and then kill the 5/2.
Okay, good start.
Good start.
Okay, solid. We can maybe get there.
We can maybe get there, yeah, like this.
Yeah, with the Smug Senior. We need Bronze Explorers, I think, is how we get there. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Alright. Play it all. Yeah, tough game. I think the big turn was the Skystalker turn, where he had a
Yeah.
really good, like, efficient removal to basically clear our whole board. Brain freeze, fireball.
Yeah, plus paying, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not technically out of it.
Yeah. Our draws need to be
but
good,
we're
though.
out of it.
Yeah. I mean,
We need Bomber to clear his board.
is he gonna trade here? He's not. So he's gonna let his 7/2 die? That's I don't know if that's right. Okay, he has something else.
Og Merchant.
Oh.
Hand of It All's good too.
Lost? Well, I mean, he's just gonna shoot your guy, right? Okay, if the buff lands on the Smug, how good is it?
It's pretty good, right?
Force him to ping?
So do we just play Smug and pass?
I think it's about the same as... No, it's not the same because he can keep the 7/2 up against our hero power. Like if we hero power and the buff lands on the dude, we won't be able to kill his 7/2. I don't know if that makes a difference, but
So I kind of just want to play Spectral Pass.
I mean, I guess sorry, I think he can do the same play because then he has 8 damage anyways. So I don't think it does it. I don't think it matters.
So just Spectral Hero Power.
Yeah, spectral hero power.
Actually, I'm good. Job done. Reporting for duty.
Yeah.
I was thinking if it was at 8 though, then he could Hero Power. Oh, he's gonna do the same thing anyways. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna throw the small stuff in and leave 7/2 up. So, I mean, we can
Yeah,
still
we're dead.
freeze it. Well, we can freeze it.
He has 7.
Oh, he has 7, yeah. Damn. Damn, that sucks.
Well, we went 10 with this deck. I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. This guy had a like pretty high tempo deck.
Yeah, a high tempo
Mage
is
deck.
just gonna
No
be
value,
difficult
but
for
just
us.
high tempo, yeah. I mean, I think 10 with this is like really good, but I think we had favorable starts. So most of the games I think we did go first. Maybe like, what did we do? We did 13 games. I think maybe 8 games we went first. Something like
Yeah,
that.
at 8 games we had gone first 5 times.
Yeah, I mean that's really like that's above average. So like if it was more towards like 50-50, we'd probably be like 6 or 7 wins maybe. Like the run would probably be cut short a bit earlier. Just because our deck would probably play really bad going second. I mean unless we get lucky with corruptors and stuff. But
yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think. But I mean 10 with this. I mean super good. I mean I was expecting maybe 7. Like top end would be 7, 3 would be median. So
yeah, no, I'm very happy with that.
yeah. I mean, honestly, like I feel like you're probably like a low 6 player, and you can definitely you're like on the edge of easy infinite, easy leaderboard like all the time. I think the difference between like where you're at and where you're like a consistent leaderboard player is just basically like having more like comfort playing classes you're not comfortable with. So I think that's going to increase your win rate. So if you can obviously do like a 7, 8, 9 or double digit on an off class, you're going to be your average is going to be stronger. I think with some parts of the draft, I feel like there are some things that maybe you can evaluate slightly differently. Like for example, like I did like Shield of Honor versus Hand of Protection. Like after you thought about it a little bit more, the Hand of Protection looked pretty bad compared to Shield of Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because our minions are kind of small and shitty, like you're not gonna do any super trades like that. But I mean, in terms of I feel like you have a pretty good sense of where you are in the game. Like like hey, we need tempo now or we're dead. Like I get that sense. So I mean, that's one of the big things about knowing when to tempo out, when to be greedy. So I think you have a pretty good sense there, but it could be because Paladin you're pretty comfortable with. You said you've been doing good with it, so maybe.
Yeah, Paladin, Rogue, and Priest are probably my most comfortable classes.
Oh really? Not Mage or?
I'm okay with Mage. I get sometimes too greedy or too tempo focused. And
Yeah.
I sort of get tunnel vision and then don't have as cohesive of a deck as I could, and then it doesn't play out as well. So Mage is not my top class. It's probably second tier for me would be Mage and Demon Hunter.
Okay.
And Hunter I'm okay with too, and then Warrior, Shaman, which are obviously not good, and then Druid I'm terrible with. I don't know what it is about Druid, but I have so much trouble playing Druid.
Yeah, it sounds like you're pretty good with like tempo classes and playing just tempo oriented. So I mean, you're honestly like I had a problem playing control or late game until like that was like one of the last things I like kind of got better at, and then that really elevated my like my range of ability, my range of like classes that I could play. So if you like get stronger playing like value, knowing when to like extract value, but also I feel like you do have a pretty good sense of that. Like when like even though like this meta people say like it's kind of like a dumpster clown fiesta like meta, like I feel like there is some skill in knowing what to discover when you need things and stuff like that. And I feel like when we were discovering stuff, you had a pretty good sense of what the flow of the game was like and how you wanted to play out the turns. Like you knew like you wanted Alex because you can draw XYZ because we needed it. That's perfect. And then as often you would also go for the smaller, more playable minion because you felt like we needed something to play. Like so I feel like you do have like the range to play like a longer control value oriented style, which I think Mage generally drafts towards that. Like there's just so many good discover value oriented control cards, but so I feel like you probably just need a little bit more practice, like and for some reason you're really good with Priest, which is similar style as well. So I mean I'm sure you are capable of playing like a more late game value oriented style, right? So
yeah, I think I just need to play Mage like I play Priest. Just I think I'm used to, because I used to play back when Hearthstone was younger. in like 2015, I think. I mean, I started in 2014 basically when Hearthstone got popular, and the arena back then was just all tempo. Um, and now that there's so much more value, it's been difficult. Um, but even back then, Priest was a little greedier, but I always played tempo mage back then when I played arena. So it's definitely gonna be something I have to get used to, being that more
Yeah.
greedy style.
Yeah, so you're probably like the same position as I was maybe in 2017. Basically, I took a break at the end of Karazhan, and I basically quit playing Hearthstone because I was so sick and tired of Firelands Portal. Because Firelands Portal back in the day when it was released was so freaking busted.
So gross.
So busted, right?
So terrible. And the mage was just stupid.
Yeah.
It had the Discover and 6-3 and everything.
Yeah, so it was like, it was like whoever had the more Firelands or whoever low rolled the Firelands first would lose the game or whatever. So it was so dumb, and then I basically stopped playing. I came back in KFT, and that was like the Death Knights and all that stuff, and then Unguro had the crazy Discover cards and all that stuff. So then everything got kind of weird and different when I started playing again. And then when Priest got Psychic Scream, there was a meta where Priest was on top, and literally it was correct to draft 3 mind controls like in that meta, because every Priest had multiple mind controls, like Psychic Screams, like all this crazy stuff. And then I really had to change up my gameplay because I was so tempo oriented from my pre-Karazhan days. Like from start to Karazhan, I was all tempo, rogue, mage, and then when Priest was the top of the meta, it was like a 360. Like you can't play stuff. There's turn 10, you hero power pass. Like you just so you just gotta get used to it. Like I feel like it took me a while to get the hang of it, and it's a total opposite kind of playstyle. This meta not as crazy as that, because you can't. There's some times where it's hero power pass like that bad, but it's not that bad. It's more like tempo plus value. So like some tips, I think, like generally like draw cards, expensive draw cards are generally bad. So like a card like Sprint, for example, is generally bad. Like you want to play like stuff that generates stuff, which obviously is the best, right? If you could make a deck, that'd be the best. But overvaluing heavier draw cards is generally bad, because a lot of it is you have to have tempo on the board, which kind of makes sense because a lot of these classes are doing very well going first and doing very poorly going second, which indicates a more tempo oriented meta, which is weird because we're saying so many discovers and stuff late games, but it's very much in favor of going first. So I think the difference is now the value comes from playing minions. So minions generate the value when you play them. So I think maybe like when you're drafting or choosing things, generally like getting stuff that discovers stuff and leaving a body out is better than paying for just cards from your deck. So that's kind of maybe like a general tip that I picked up on, and these are like from my own stats. Like I analyze my own stats, and then I kind of figure out like where like these issues are. Like I'm not doing too good going second. Generally, I'm a pretty consistent like 8% player difference between most metas, between all classes. Like some classes I'm closer, some classes I'm slightly wider, but generally around 8. This meta I'm about 13. Which is a bit of an outlier for me. So it does indicate a pretty heavy tempo meta, which is kind of weird, right? Because Priest is up there, but I mean Rogue is up there, Mage is up there. They can play pretty crazy tempo games. So
I mean, I was watching your stream the other night, and your Hunter win rate difference was like 20% or something crazy.
Yeah, I didn't play that many Hunter this rotation. Before this rotation, my Hunter game was 77, 78, almost identical.
Wow,
It was but my Hunter win rate was like 8.5 over like 40 or something. Like I played like 40 Hunter runs in Ashes. It was just so strong. I don't know what was so good about Hunter, but it must have been Felmaw, Spear, Primordial Explorer. Like those 3 cards must have carried Hunter or something. But I always perform super well with Hunter. So, but this meta, less spears. Also, I guess Priest has better ways of handling boards and then healing up with all their stupid stuff. I mean, Hunter's still good against Mage, but Mage has really good early game right now, like Imprison, Firebrand, Amplifier. These are all insane early game cards. So I don't know. It feels like maybe Hunter's in a weird spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for this. It was really great.
Yeah, I mean, I hope. Yeah, I hope it was a good learning experience. I'm happy to help if you need anything in the future. You know, send me a question on Discord. Obviously, my stream is always open to you. And yeah, like, you know, keep conversation open. Like, try to bounce back ideas and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, you're in a good spot. You have a good foundation. Take turns slower, think it through. You'll do fine, and easy leaderboard in the future, I'm sure.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Anything else?
I think we're good. Do you want me? I'll put a shout out to your stream in my. I'll put this up on YouTube, and I'll put a shout out to your stream. And anything else? I think that's okay. I'll put this up on YouTube. I think our chat at the end will be cut short.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, but I'll let you know.
When I stream, do you mind if I advertise your video?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
This?
Yeah, of course. That's fine. That's fine.
I figured that it would have been fine if this was streamed, but I figured it would just
it does interfere a little
you
bit.
and me.
Yeah, it does interfere a little bit. So I like it. It's, you know, it's more casual. You know, it feels more serious. Like I did this with my other guy, Sleepy Sloth. We did a 12 with the mage. The mage deck was insane. Like it's unfortunately it was
I watched that. It was really good.
Unfortunately, the deck was so insane. There was a couple tricky games, but overall, like, it was a pretty smooth 12. Way less gratifying than R10, to be honest. But he actually said to me, he actually learned a lot. You're a better player than him, just from initial impression. But he said he learned a lot, and his next run was actually a 12. And he said he doesn't get 12s very often. And he said he learned, and it was a mage. It was a worse mage, but he said, like, just things he picked up. He had it fresh in his mind, and a lot of it was just taking a run seriously and just going through the steps. So maybe this, you know, serious run maybe just puts your mind, you know, in a certain spot, and it just comes super easy. So, you know, it could
the serious factor is definitely my biggest issue.
Yeah. And so
because, like, I can pilot decks by myself to 12 and 10 and 11, but when I'm just sort of on autopilot, I'm going 6 and 8 and then 5 and then 7, and then I'm losing gold, and that's where I usually am. So I think I just need to be a little bit more serious about it, and I think I could definitely improve.
Yeah, like the difference between like the difference between like a 6 and a 7 win player is like 1 or 2 different plays that gives you a win, like, per run. So it's not
exactly.
It's not a huge difference, but that 1 or 2 plays is difficult to get. So it's you know, you're basically there. It just takes time to figure it out. So you know, do you play on mobile or mostly? Or?
No, I don't. No.
Okay.
I mean, I have it just in case, like, my internet goes down or something. But
yeah, no, that's good. I mean, that's more serious. So like Sleepy was he's playing on I believe his iPad or Mac or something, so it's not as ideal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always using Deck Tracker.
Yeah, like
I mean, I want to. I try and, like, look at my deck and think about stuff. Like, what I have left in the deck.
Yeah, like these little advantages, you try to take advantage of them, but Yeah.
I don't use Hearth Arena or Lightforge or anything like that.
Mhm.
I don't know if you would recommend. Obviously, you work on
Um.
Hearth Arena, so
Yeah, I work on Hearthstone Arena, but I do realize like sometimes the scores do influence you into making a decision. I don't recommend using like the algorithm score, like the adjusted score. The algorithm that they have in place is out of date, is more generalized, and it may not work in certain metas, so it's not meta dependent. So I don't recommend using the algorithm score. The base score is what I work on, which is generally how I feel certain cards rank up against each other. That can be useful. It's similar to Lightforge, how they have like kind of like a static score against another card. But I know that the Lightforge algorithm is basically adjusted per meta, so the scores kind of all get adjusted at the same time. So there's bound to be some outliers that they don't see. So it's it's we have outliers, they have outliers. So it's, and then at the end of the day, you try to use your own experience, right? Like for example, like they love Polkelt, they love it. I don't know. They say it's better
I think
than
Polkelt's good in a very unique Polkelt deck, but I wouldn't pick Polkelt in most of my decks.
Yeah, I think so too. I initially had it around Yeti. I said it's probably better because the effect is controllable. But it has proven to be better, significantly better, but not premium better. But I think it would take a very sophisticated algorithm to adjust that card specifically for a specific deck, and I don't think,
Oh yeah, totally.
yeah, and I think the Lightforge algorithm basically assumes the perfect deck all the time. So I don't think that's the case. Also, another card that I think they are very high on, and I think it makes sense, is Voracious Reader.
Voracious Reader.
Voracious Reader. Yeah, Voracious Reader. They love the card. It makes sense. It's a great card, but in this meta, most decks don't run out of cards. But it is good in certain classes, in certain drafts. But they have it as like better than, like almost as good as like Tyrant or something.
Yeah, I mean it's not even close in
Yeah.
my book there.
Like I also agree that Tyrant is slightly worse in this meta. As crazy as that sounds, Tyrant is slightly worse. Another card that's slightly worse is Evil Miscreant. All the lackey generators are slightly worse.
Yeah, Cable Rat used to feel like pretty good, and
Yep.
now it feels just like okay.
Yep. It's so these are like things like I'm kind of feeling like before this meta, I'd take all like the bullshit generators, like Discover generators and stuff. Like Cable Rat was like, oh, I'll take this over like anything. Like, oh, I mean anything within reason. But like nowadays, like Evil Miscreant, the lackey generators, like cards like Morale, Quartermaster used to be like insane. They're not that good anymore. Like basically, like the lackeys don't offer enough value or tempo to really win the games anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so they're just not that good anymore. And like even a card like Tyrant, not that good anymore. Like not as good anymore. It's still good, but it's not as good. And it kind of trickles down from there. Like cards like Pickrock. Pickrock is just like overcosted almost now. Like it's too expensive for the body. You just use it for 5 face most of the time, right? Like like even a card like Evasive Worm, I find Fishy Flinger is sometimes better than Evasive Worm, because usually Evasive Worm dies after killing one thing, like it dies to like a small thing, but Fishy you can control 2 hits or you can kill a really big minion with it, right? So it has some flexibility and it's generally better value, but it costs more. But I think it's pretty close. It's not for sure Evasive Worm anymore. So it's like these old cards that we thought were really good, they're not as good anymore, just from play experience. But all these like Hearth Arena, Lightforge, they rate these cards higher than whatever most cards, right? So it's you have to use your own experience at the end of the day. But I think like a tier list does kind of help. But I mean, you said you use HS Replay, and I mean it's hard to beat stats, but the stats, grain of salt. Don't look too hard at synergy picks. Basically, synergy.
Yeah, dragon stuff is it's
Yeah.
obviously higher because you're taking it when you have dragons, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you know about it. So yeah, it's you know about that kind of stuff. So synergy stuff, their win rates will be skewed. So you can't trust those stats. Obviously, defensive cards generally skewed a little bit because you play them in defense, play them when you're losing. Obviously, so they're not as good. Yeah, stuff like that. So, I mean, it sounds like you can play 6 classes comfortably. Like you,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a nice range. Definitely a leaderboard worthy range. Have you made the leaderboard before, or?
I've never truly tried.
Hmm.
This is my first. That's sort of why I scheduled this, is I want to get a little bit more serious about it, because I've played a lot of Hearthstone just for fun and kicking it around, and I figured I'd play so much right now, I might as well give it a try and go for leaderboard. So
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can do it. It's the shitty thing is that it's only going to be like we don't know when the period ends.
right.
So I think it might end at the end of this month, or it has already ended, like when the expansion launched. So I'm not 100% sure when, and it depends how how fast it takes you to do 30 runs. That, like, yeah. So I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone knows really. So
Yeah. So yeah. And I noticed like you didn't have that much gold, so I'm like,
it's because I play so much.
Yeah. So
I probably do like, I literally am not doing like anything right now because I'm not in school. I'm taking a gap year.
okay.
So I'm sort of just hanging out,
Hmm.
not being productive with my life, and playing a lot of Hearthstone. 6+ runs in a day.
Oh wow, you're
And
accumulating that knowledge.
When you have a 6-run average, your gold depletes quite quickly.
I know, it's crazy, right? Like you lose like 20 gold, 30 gold, like, and then it's like, oh, I lost 60 gold this one run.
Yeah, the 6-win rewards also feel terrible. It gives you like 30 gold for 6 wins.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, yeah, I know the feels. Yeah, when you're doing 6 runs, you're losing like 150, 200 gold a day, down a grand a week.
Right.
It's like, yeah. I
my
mean, yeah.
daily quests barely keep me afloat, so I
Yeah.
have to take it slow.
Yeah, so it's like you would be basically like soft infinite, except when you play 6 runs a day.
Right.
Yeah, if you play 1 run a day, you can play forever, but you play 6 runs a day, you're losing gold. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, I hope it helps. I mean, I hope we make it together, we do well together, and then yeah. I mean, I'm here to help. So if you need anything, just shoot me a question or whatever, right? So I'll get back. I'll get to it whenever.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for this. It was really great
Hey.
to
Yeah.
play with you and learn from you. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
No worries, man. Like, yeah, thanks. It was super fun, and I mean, I'm not worried about your progression. It's gonna come naturally. It's gonna be easy. So, yeah, it's all good, man. All right. Best of luck. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
Okay. Take care.
See ya.